What's up, fight fans? We are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. Your boy made it home for the fights. Was out with the relatives, having a great time, spending time. We got a wedding to go to tomorrow, so we was kicking off the little lunch, a little dinner, and getting to know the family, but we made it home. And we made it home before the fight where with Brian Mendoza and Tellis right now in the fifth round right now. I just saw Tellis's nose busted up. So this is shaping up to be a very good fight. So tune in, lock in, and like always, let's hop right into this video. Let's lock in, guys. It's Sebastian Fundora and one-time Keith Thurman. Let's go. What up, front line? How you do? How you do? You look, you know what I'm saying? Your boy had to put on a button shirt today. You know what I mean? But I didn't come, I came straight home, got right on front line. I didn't even change or nothing. Yo, it's time for some boxing right now. Let's get this in. So how's been the fights front line? Hop on, talk with me. Who's been winning? What's been going on? Fill me in. What's going on in the night so far? I started to watch some of the heavyweight fight out there, Moses Atama and Franklin, but I only got to watch the first round before I left. And he looked like he had him hurt in that first round. It looked like Moses Atama. So tell me how that fight turned out. Right now, Mendoza's and Tellis, man, they going back and forth a little bit, and you guys know the history right now with Brian Mendoza here in this fight, right? You guys do know the history behind Brian Mendoza and the main event tonight with Sebastian Fundora and one-time Keith Thurman. That Brian Mendoza, in fact, is the fighter that did knock out and stop the entire Inferno and Sebastian Fundora frontline. What it do? What it do? My co-host. What up, frontline?
What's going on? Looking sharp today.
Oh yeah.
Looking
No,
sharp.
I called you and I showed you I was with the family. It was like 30 or 40 of us, you know. So we got a wedding we're gonna go. We're all gonna and tomorrow. Hold on, let me turn this down because this is playing in my ear. It's echoing. There we go. So we got a wedding we're going to tomorrow. So everybody like hooked up and had a big dinner. We were gonna watch the fights over there and everything. But it was getting
What
late, and I was like, I gotta take this ride now. And I
what
got
you
here
told
and
him?
I saw that the
You gotta
fight was.
defend the Nostradamus belt? That's what you
Oh,
told him?
let's get it. Where's Rich at? Where's Rich at? Where's everybody at? Let's go.
Yo, un saludito, Richard's in the building.
He's in the building.
Richard's in the
Oh, not.
building.
Oh, that's yes, yeah. Oh, the
Not
other Rich.
Rich.
Yeah. Mm. I was
So
watching one time Keith Thurman coming in and Sebastian Fundora walking in and stuff. They both look good. They both look ready. Um, yeah, man. I don't know, man. I saw-
Jason is
Yep.
in the building.
Yeah. What's up? What's up? Yo.
Yo, Coach Bermudez, he got one up already today. Yo, that was wait till you go back and catch the replay. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it was a bullshit stoppage.
Really?
Yeah, it was a bullshit stoppage.
Now, Coach Bermuda is in the corner tonight, right now, too, right?
He's with there. He's got the two Cubans.
Yep.
He had Hernandez
Oh, you're
and now he
talking
got
about.
Sayas.
Okay. I was actually watching that fight. I turned around, like the family. We're doing like a family game where we play with dollars, and like if you roll to the left or the right, you got to pass the money or to the center. So it's like a board game. Man, I rolled the dice. I turned around. The fight was over. I was like, "What the hell happened?"
Yeah, it was a bullshit stoppage. I
Was
mean,
it?
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Hernandez was putting hands on Gausha,
Right.
but the stoppage was bullshit.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, I wanted to go back and watch that and see what's up with that. I wanted to see how Brian Mendoza does against this Tellers kid. You know, he did knock out the champion that's fighting tonight.
he did. And the unofficial, they got Tellez up. I don't see it. I think Mendoza's been whooping his ass.
I saw Tejas full of blood, his face in the
Yeah, that was
last
an
round.
accidental. That was an accidental headbutt.
Or was it? Okay.
Yeah,
I was setting up here while I was watching, catching it. Yeah, man, a lot of observers tonight, a lot of people I talked to, they still remember one time Keith Thurman's name. As soon as you say one time Keith Thurman, yeah, I got that guy. I'm like, man, a name can carry. A name can carry, man.
well, especially an exciting fighter, because you got to give it to Thurman when he performs, he performs. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Naldoski is in the building.
in the building. What it do?
Hey, yo, guys, y'all want to get your predictions in now, or y'all want to hold
Yeah, let's start
off?
running it. Let's start
What
running it.
what we doing? I
We're
mean,
running Notre Dame's World Championship tonight. You know what I
Richard
mean?
got Keith Thurman by TKO over the giraffe,
You got to pick a
but
round.
he doesn't have a round
You got
yet.
to put a round. You got to pick a round. You got to pick a round. It can't be like 8, 9, 10. It's got to be either 9, 8. You got to pick the fighter and the round.
Or the decision.
Mm-hmm.
I got third. Write this down. Pen
Hold
and
up.
paper.
Hold
Pen
up.
and paper. Let's go.
Hold up. We putting the belt on the line. We gotta show the belt. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the champion right now. You see the belt? You see the belt? You know what I mean? Y'all coming after the belt? Y'all think you can beat me for the belt? Come with it. Come with it. Because I'm the reigning, defending world champion here at Round One Sports Talk. If you think you can outcall me in this main event fight, put in your pick. Let's see how good you are.
But
You know
yo,
what I mean?
where's the pen and paper at?
Oh, we got it. Hold up. We got to keep
Deep
record.
Woods in the building.
We got to keep record. You know how we do. Where's the El Bolígrafo? The old trusty pen. Yo,
Oh, you're not ready. You about to lose your belt tonight. You're
what?
not ready.
What you
You're not
mean?
ready. You about to lose your belt tonight. You're not ready.
Stop it. Okay, name them off. Who got what?
All right. So we got Richard with Keith Thurman by TKO. We're
Okay,
gonna wait. We're gonna wait till he comes back with a round.
right.
Let me see. We got
Deep Woods,
este
Fundora, 6 round stoppage. I'll take that.
Naldo. Naldo got Fundora ninth round.
He's got Fundora.
Naldo said to sign the belt for him.
Oh, shine it.
See,
Naldo.
okay, so Richard got seventh round stoppage for Keith Thurman.
7th round, Richard got Thurman.
And you can write me down.
He's got
N-
7th round.
I got Thurman ninth round. Yo, Tellez is getting tagged. I was never big on Tellez, anyways.
Didn't he lose like
He
one of
lost to
his?
Baru,
Yeah,
and that was supposed to be for the title eliminator
that Baru
and
went to become
for
full champion.
Zayas. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, he fought for the world champion. Yes, which that was supposed to be Tellez's opportunity at the belt. I was never big on Tellez though. He started talking shit too early, talking about he wanted to fight Zayas and he wanted Fundora, and then he fights Baru for a title shot, and what happens? He loses.
Yo, okay, so Naldo had what?
Naldo got Fundora ninth round. I got Thurman ninth
Yeah,
round.
I know, I saw that.
Richards got Keith Thurman seventh round. Deep Woods got Fundora six.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just waiting for the rest of the guys to come in. And Jason, Papa, ¿quién tiene? Fundora or Thurman? What you got timestamp, by the way?
On my timestamp for this, I got the. Let's see. Hold on. I got to show. They're in the corner right now.
Okay.
Um, I say that Fundora is gonna stop Keith Thurman. It's gonna be the like ninth, 10th round, somewhere around there.
No. You got to pick one.
All right. I'm gonna pick from round 1 to 12. Can I do that? All right.
You got
I'm
Fundora within 12?
within 12.
You are only picking one round, though. You said within 12.
Within 12, you know what I
Yo,
mean?
Jason got Fundora 10th round.
Jason, 10th round. See, Jason just heard me say that and he quickly rushed and took my pick. You heard that. You seen that, right? I said 9th, 10th round. Then all of a sudden, Jason's like, you know what?
Stop it. Is that you?
Fundora, 10th
Listen,
round.
you about to lose your
Stop
belt
it. Y'all
today.
ain't taking
Today
my belt.
is the day you lose your
Today is
belt.
not the day. Not today. Let's see
Today we
here.
are gonna have a new and the
There will
new
be no new. There will be defending Notre Dame's world title. Stop it.
and
I
the
will not
new.
lose. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. Let's put it up on the screen. What we fighting for here? You know what I mean? Because it is the Notre Dame's world championship right there. Listen, I gotta get my prediction in. What am I gonna
Well, you still
do?
got time. The fight hasn't started yet, so until that first bell ring. And I know you stalling,
I'm not stalling. I'm not
like
stalling.
always.
I'm just
Matter of fact, if you pick now, I know it's subject to change, so I'm not
it's
even
subject.
gonna. I'm not even. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna write it down.
No? All right.
No, because it's subject to change. I know you already. You play champion mind games.
Listen, yeah, I learned from the best. All right.
Javier Davila. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think Thurman will knock out Fundora. I believe he will land a right overhand and Fundora will fall. The taller they are, the harder they fall.
What round? What round?
What round you got, Javi?
The new one time. Thurman, Rich says. Yo, Rich,
Richard.
you're going down. You guys can't beat me. All right.
Don't let the alcohol impair your decision.
Yo, hold
Hoy
up.
pierde, you didn't come ready.
Yo,
Oh
you know what it
shit.
is?
Javi got him.
I know what it is.
Javi
I know
got him
it.
round 7. Write it
No,
down.
7?
Javier, he got him round 7.
Fucking Javier, he took my other pick. Damn it.
Carlos is in the building. Carlos, previsión, who you got? What round? Vamos pa encima.
You know what it is? I got my shirt on still. I gotta go put on a sweater. I gotta get into boxing mode. Take over front line. That's what it
Dale.
is. I gotta lock in. I got to lock in. That's what it is. figured it out.
Yo, we got the end of the eighth on the Mendoza is cut over his left eye. I missed this round talking shit with you guys, but it's all good. Um, I don't know how you if you guys are watching the fight, how do you guys see it, Tellez or Mendoza? Right now, I had Mendoza up to a certain point, but shit, looks like it's yo, this don't count how many picks does Edwin have. Shit, Edwin, listen, Papa. Edwin makes shit up as he goes. If he loses, he'll say that he not. That's what I picked. I'm still the champion. Edwin will do whatever to stay champion. Es el
Oh,
más tramposo que I
the
don't know
champ
what.
is here. The
Big
champ
time.
is here. Okay,
Yo,
back in my round one attire. I feel at home right now. I feel at home. Now I'm calling these fights. What was going on? Huh?
yo,
Uh, uh,
Bull Rider. Bull Rider came in the building strong. He said Fundora TKO 9.
damn.
And then Deepwood says, yo, what is this? How many picks does Edwin have?
Yo, what you mean? Yo, yo.
Calito, what round, puppy? What round do you have him? He got so Calito, Carlos got Thurman by KO, but he didn't give me a round yet.
He give you
He'll
a round.
not yet. He'll put it in there though.
Supernova, I love me and Underdog Thurman by KO.
That's
But what?
Carlos. That's Carlos.
That's Carlos? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me think.
Yo,
Yo,
Deep
Dallas
Woods. I told you.
is
I told you.
banging on.
Edwin ain't shit.
Yo,
He,
what you mean?
hey, Edwin's gonna pick 11th round knockout for Fundora, right? And then when Thurman knocks him out in the seventh or the eighth or the ninth, he's gonna be like, I'm in still. He's 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 gonna claim the belt. It's un tramposo. You gotta keep an eye
Yo,
on him.
lies. These are all lies. These are all lies.
Yo, this fight has gotten
Yeah,
crazy. Davis
yeah,
is
I saw
coming
that.
back.
I seen that.
He's tagging Mendoza now.
Yeah, I see it.
He
Mendoza's
wants it.
eyes cut.
Yep.
This is turning out to be a pretty good fucking squabble.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, nice shot by
Ooh,
Mendoza. Nice shot.
nice one too.
Yeah, he got him with the uppercut and the overhand.
Yeah.
Notice how he's sidestepping with Tellis? He's not letting him spin him.
Yep. How did he get cut? I didn't see it because I was talking shit and reading the
Yeah, I didn't.
chat.
I think it was a punch. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Don't call me on that. Because there's a little chichong right underneath. Could be a head clash of heads.
So Carlos got him 6th round.
6th round. So
Sixth
Carlos got
round.
who?
He got Thurman. 6th round knockout. Pa' que respete.
He's got Thurman. Sixth round. Uh, my prediction's coming in a minute. In a minute. I'm not
Hey, yo, put Rosie down. Put Rosie down. 5th round knockout for Fundora.
what?
She's got him in the 5th round. She's sleeping in the couch tonight. She's going against the grain.
Go against the grain. Rosie Smart. Whoever frontline picks, go the other way. You're
Yo.
gonna win.
Carlos, I got Thurman 9th round. Thurman 9th round. I think that the experience that Thurman has, he's gonna take Fundora to deep waters and just catch him. And the reason why I say that,
I got Sebastian Fundora. 8th round, he stops him in the 8th. Round 1, put it in the books. Round 1 got Fundora.
not round one, you got round 6.
Yeah, no. Don't stop trying to mess me up. I said 8th. Said 8th. You trying to mess me up. You know my name. Round 1. I got Sebastian Fundora in the 8th round. Nobody has picked the 8th round for Sebastian Fundora. So I'll go there. I'm gonna lock it in. That's
Who the hell is this?
that's not subject to change.
Ron Ultra says you're doppelganger. Is that the fight, bro? Or whatever that means.
My what?
You're doppelganger. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yo, this fight is
Oh, him. He's at the fight in Las Vegas.
this fight's in Vegas or Cali?
I think this. I don't know. I think this is in Vegas,
Might be in Vegas.
right?
PBC,
PBC.
PBC's usually Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, it's in
Ooh, nice
Vegas.
flurry from Taylor's. Oh, doppelganger. It means lookalike.
Oh,
Your lookalike is at the fight, bro.
oh, my lookalike is at the fight. Tifima Lopez Senior. Well, I got to put on the glasses for that. You know how
Said a
they
guy
say,
looks like you in the second row.
hey, yo, you know how they say, everybody in the world got a twin. You know what I'm saying? Might be
Oh
out
shit!
there.
I see what he's talking about. The dude with the Kango on or some shit like that, right? He got one of those.
Where we at?
He in black. He got a black shirt on. Yeah, that shit do look like you. Oh shit!
Nah, not with the chain. The dude with the Kango with the chain on.
Now the one in front of him, he's all black. Like look straight ahead right now. I know what he's talking about. I see him. Oh,
I ain't see him.
Yeah, he do have a chain on though.
He right? He got
That's
the
it.
chain on. Yeah.
I'm blind. My wife just said, yeah, he do have a chain.
Then that's him.
Yeah, Ron, you right. He do look like him.
Nobody look like me. Stop it. You know what I mean? Then God only made one and he broke the mold. He was like, yo, we can't have too many of this good looking, handsome young stallion walking around. Yo, who do you think won this fight? I lost track. Brandon
To
Mendoza, I lost track with the
to
tennis.
be honest,
Yeah.
I had I had I
Yep.
had Mendoza winning early on in the fight, but
Right.
once you got on, I kind of stopped like paying attention.
They're saying on the unofficial, Tellis is 97 to Brian Mendoza 93. Unofficial. They gave the last round to Tellis. The one before that, Brandon, and then Tellis like that. That's the unofficial. Apparently, you know, 97, 93 though. What's that?
Yeah, that's a little
It's a
too
little
spread
beat.
out.
Yeah.
I could see 96, 94 maybe.
Tellis looks confident. He looks
Yeah, he do.
confident that he won this
Carlos
fight.
says, I don't know what the hell of a plan Mendoza in his corner was trying to put together. He never let his hands go.
Really? Yup, Tellis won. Mira quién le pone la correa. Mira quién está ahí, Lenares.
98, 92 is crazy.
98, 92. They even had it further
Yeah, and then
than the.
one judge had it 98, 92. The other two had it 97, 93.
Wow. I'm
See,
gonna have
those
to
are
go
real
back.
belts.
I'm
Those
gonna
are
have to go
real
back
belts. You see the
tomorrow.
gold on it?
Huh?
I said those are real belts. You see the gold around it?
Yeah. That's not Zufa. You know what I'm saying? That's not that silver shit.
Yo, Ethan, I just saw a report about. I got to go back and see that fight.
About what?
Elijah Garcia got robbed against Ken Sim, well, not Sims, what the Newman.
Elijah Garcia got robbed? Why? What
Yeah,
was the fight like?
I don't know. I got to go back and watch it. I didn't see it. I was watching the Pro Box card and I forgot about the PBC undercard.
All right, Elijah Pierce?
No, Elijah Garcia
Oh, Garcia.
against Newman Jr.
Newman Jr.
Yeah.
All right, that's a fight I gotta go watch.
Georgie, who you got, pa? Thurman or Fundora? What round? If it's a KO or decision, what type? Split, UD, or majority?
Nasty work, he says. Yup. Garcia won.
Hey, Ron, same thing goes for you guys. The no, hey, show the Nostradamus belt so you can motivate these guys.
Notre Dame's world title. We are competing here to see if you can beat me in calling these fights. You will be honored here at Round One Sports Talk as the Notre Dame's world champion. And Vegas might as well call you because you're calling these fights like no other. Now, there has been no champion that won the belt and was able to defend it but me.
All
But
right,
me.
George got Thurman UD.
Thurman? UD.
George
Here we go. We got another
Jorge
boogie.
Jorge got Thurman UD.
George got Thurman UD. You know, that's a pretty decent pick, but it's not the winning pick. Not in this fight. Uh yeah, I would if anybody I would have paid out or thought a UD in this fight would have been Sebastian Fundora. I don't see Thurman outboxing Fundora for 12 rounds.
Yo, but let's not forget, Fundura's he's got an injury.
Yo, that bicep look crazy.
That
Did you see
bicep,
it? It
yes.
was way up here.
He looking like Oscar Duarte.
Yo, that bicep, it looked like it's this big. I wonder if his punching power's there.
That's the thing.
I wonder if his
Hey yo,
man.
and Keith Thurman is a veteran. You don't think he's gonna attack that bicep?
He gonna punch him. First punch right in the bicep. Pow!
um,
First punch. He's gonna
hey,
punch him right in the bicep.
I'm telling you,
Yo, man.
I got Thurman, ninth round stoppage. He's gonna attack that bicep until he drops that bicep, and then he gonna go up top on him.
Yeah.
Yo, you changing your pick?
You dreaming?
Subject to change?
Nah,
You
nah.
you locked in?
I'm locked in.
Six round stoppage?
I didn't say six. I said eighth. Nice try. Why you cheating, man? You know what I'm saying? Entonces me llama a mí, tramposo. Este aquí, culebra. Culebra. Say it with me. Culebra.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
hey, guys, just pay attention when the fight is over.
Yeah, what you mean?
Just pay attention.
Oh, that shit was coming out his nose. I saw it a back and forth affair. I gotta watch this fight again. He said, man, Brian wasn't letting his hands go.
Towards the end, he wasn't. Towards
No,
the end, he wasn't. No, the beginning of the fight, he
he's
was.
probably hurt. He's probably hurt. He took a lot of big shots, man. Took a
Yeah,
lot of big shots. So, Coach, shout out to Coach Bermudez.
yeah,
He
he
got
got
two
two wins
wins.
today. Yep.
Got two wins.
Dos cubanos.
Dos cubanos, era la noche de los cubanos.
Yeah,
This
that's
one,
so.
this cubano earned it. The one I thought that would have had a better performance when I was with my family. Actually, we were in the thing playing the game. I was telling everybody in the living room. I was like, "Yo, watch this dude Hernandez and shit." And he didn't end up being the dude, and this dude ended up Tellers fought a better fight. And I thought it was going to be the other way around. I thought
Now
Hernandez was
Hernandez
going to
fought
give
a
us a
pretty
brutal
good fight.
knockout. Huh?
Hernandez fought a pretty good fight. The only problem that I have with that fight is,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Gausha was getting his hand, he was getting his ass whooped, but it wasn't to the point to stop the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I think it was a premature
Uh.
stoppage.
Hey, I'd rather you tell me. I'll take your word for it. Did you happen to see the Moses and Thomas heavyweight fight?
I watched, I think, the first 2 rounds. Then I went over to pro box. It was kind of boring, but I heard he flatlined Franklin.
He flatlined him. Nice.
That's what I read.
Yeah. I saw that he had him hurt in the first round. And my brother had pulled up. I was going to tell my brother come up. But and then I was like, now let me get over there. A lot of people waiting. Had like 30, 40 people over there. So I was like, I don't know how long this fight is going to go on. I had a hunch it was going to get stopped early, but I couldn't guarantee that. So I was like, let's just go. So I didn't, it was,
I watched the first 3 rounds of that fight, and Itua, whatever the fuck his name is, the Brit,
yeah.
bro, he kept rocking Franklin the first 3 rounds.
Mm,
But I like I said, after that third round, I went over to pro box, and I really, to be honest, you know how I am. I don't like
yeah.
watching UK fights. Those fights over there is like they're like super obviously biased. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I like to see a good fight. I don't like to hear the commentators, rooting for just one guy and
yeah.
making, you know
Just
what I'm
turn
saying?
that shit down like I do. I
Yeah.
don't let, that's why I watch them. I get to
But
watch them fight because I don't hear nothing they say. Just like I'm not
yeah,
hearing nothing they saying right now. We
yeah.
judge and call our own fights. But I didn't
Boxing
watch any of
hacker.
that card.
Boxing
But
hackers in the building. He said,
yep.
it took a while. I think it went in the fourth. Moses fakes are nasty, real good
Nasty,
boxer
huh?
puncher.
That's what I was gonna get to. That I didn't watch that card over there, but I am watching that young talent in Moses Thomas. That kid. Listen, guys. You guys know how I am. I don't give a fuck where you are from the world. If you can fight, you can box. You can box. That's it. That kid is doing shit literally for his age. It would take me years to train a heavyweight guy to do what he's doing at his age. That Moses Thomas kid, he's ahead of the curve when it comes to young prospects in the heavyweight division. I have high hopes for him. Can he keep the momentum going? Can he compete against the higher echelon? Today they put him against a veteran, pretty big puncher from Franklin. He's been in there with a couple good fighters and stuff, so he's been around. And I just wanted to see how he would deal with him. Now I heard he packed him up. Just look, whatever you think about those fighters out there, however you see it, every now and then there's certain talents that come that I keep my eye on. I think he's gonna be the next big thing for the heavyweight division. That Moses kid, he's young, man. What is
Let's
he?
say his name
20?
together.
What is he? 20? He's fucking
Itauma.
like 20 years
Itauma.
old. Moses
Itauma.
Thomas, Tama,
Itauma.
Itauma.
Yeah, not
Yo, man,
Thomas.
This kid can box, man. He's serious.
He can crack.
Yo, I seen the first round. His intelligence with his jab and then ducking underneath, and even he's expecting a punch back. His footwork is good. His aggression is good. He brings the fight to the guy. He tries to make the guy mess up. He throws punches at his opponents so that he can try to get them off rhythm and fighting off just reacting, not fighting to their game plan. The kid is smart, man. He does a lot of good for a kid. 20 years old, man. If it wasn't for the fact that Usyk had all the belts, he might have beat Mike Tyson for the youngest heavyweight in history. If it wasn't for the fact that all four belts were held by one dude, if they were scattered throughout four fighters, he might have got one early. The only thing that's stopping him from getting a world heavyweight world title is the fact that Usyk basically has them all. Well, now, we know the situation. He was vacated one belt, and these guys are going to fight over here for it. But, yeah, that's probably what stopped him. But I like the
Hey,
dude. I like the dude.
hey, Richard, out of curiosity, I left in like the I don't know, I think it was the eighth round. But that Rios versus what's his name? Acosta. How did that fight turn out? Because they were going back and forth, bro. And that's true. Pro Box does have 50-50 fights.
Yeah. Um, One of the deadest box cards of the year, I think, was the last pro box card. The one before this, it was kind of boring.
No, the one
Um,
before this was the Najee one.
nah, what? No,
It was the one before Najee's.
it was the one before. Not then they be
Yeah.
putting a lot of fights together like quick, huh? But yeah, that. But other than that, pro box is gladiator school. You're gonna get a lot of 50-50 fights there. A lot of high intensity fights, man. Guys are trying to prove themselves to get on the big stage. And
I didn't know Milnicki went to Pro Box.
yeah, Bill Nicky fought on Pro Box when he won. Remember, we was watching it. Me and you, we was watching
No,
it.
I know, but I thought that was a one-off deal because I thought he was signed to Top Rank.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, the Camachito posted the video. Did you see Xander Zayas sign something?
Signed what?
Supposedly it's a contract.
Signed his half.
Supposedly he's like signed, sealed, and delivered. We have a fight, but he didn't say who.
Okay, the speculation's already in June, right? The summer fight. Like I said, remember I was telling you, wasn't it going to
We
be in
we
June,
we
right?
know he's fighting on Puerto Rican Day Parade.
You know that, right? Right? Remember when I said that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as of right now, they're saying that the fight is in progress. All they're doing is the worst part of the fight, the split. Eso es lo que falta. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm getting that from the boxing media outlet. Like, okay, hold on. Let me show you. Keith Thurman's walking to the ring right now. Let's get into boxing, guys. But I earlier, damn, it took it down already. All right. Oh shit. No, I'm not going with that. Uh, Xander Zayas and Jerome Busanes suggest super fight is a done deal. Superweight Xander Zayas and Jerome Ennis have given separated statements to update the fight forms. Well, that doesn't mean it's done.
Nah, he Zayas did a video with a piece of paper. It looked like he was signing, and he said, "Signed, sealed, and delivered. We have a fight." That's all he said. He didn't say with who. He didn't say when. I mean, we know that is going to happen during Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York. We know that. That's obvious.
Mm. My sister's gonna bring them Philly boys into town. Oh man, them Philly boys is coming for the belts. They coming for the belts. Yo, we ain't
They
going
gave
out
it to.
without a fight. Hey,
They
yo,
gave it
get the
to.
Nerf guns. Yo,
Hey,
listen.
Richard. They gave it to Thayes. Arthur. He says, "I. This is what I'm going to say about the upcoming fight of Fundora and Thurman. I think Fundora ends up stopping Thurman by the seventh or eighth round, just because of height or arm reach."
What does round one got?
You got six.
Fundora, eighth round. You be trying to switch my pick up all the time, bro. You be on some sucker shit. But yo, that shit is written down right there. Right there.
George says Eddie told Cesar there's talks, but the fight is not close.
See, I'm getting conflicted reports. That's why I haven't definitively locked in. But sources, writers, some pretty good, like writers that have been writing in boxing, like a Mike Coppinger and those kind of writers, they've been saying that it's close, really close. And one of the writers said that the venue and the date is allegedly already, but they didn't say that that venue date is for that fight. They're not allowed to say that. But that they've rented out the Barclays Center.
Oh shit! He usually does MSG.
That listen, I'm just telling you. But he has in the past rented out the Barclays Center, and then getting closer to the fight, he switched it somehow. I don't know how he got lucky and did that, but I can't remember exactly what fight it was. It was a fight that it was going to be, they thought it was going to be, and they ended up switching it. But oh, yeah, I think it had something to do with the co main event, too. They started adding people to the fight or some shit. I forget what card it was, but they've done that once or twice. Man,
Ar-
Sebastian,
Arthur says if Thurman don't get stopped, it's up to the judges. It could be an upset, all because
I don't think he outpunches Sebastian. Sebastian's going to throw a lot more punches. I just have a feeling
not with that bicep
he's a
like
real
that.
volume puncher type fighter.
Not with that bicep.
Well, a lot of people have healed from a bicep injury. It's not a life changing injuries. I've known a lot of athletes, but I've never known an athlete that uses like his arm for the punch. Like you could tear a bicep and be a bodybuilder. That's you know, but you actually use that right hand. Like you're not catching a ball. You know what I mean? You're not sliding a ball off your wrist. You need that bicep so
Yo, write this shit down. Ethan, third round,
Ethan,
Thurman.
eat third round Thurman? Ethan. Yo, Ethan, are you the same Ethan in Mission Impossible? Because that's Mission Impossible right there. Thurman, third round. Okay. Ethan.
He got Thurman, third round. Arthur says because it could be some judges that nobody really knows. Vamos a ver.
He's 37 years old. He's 5'8.5". Notice how he shrunk here. In box rec, he was 5'9.5". Here, he's 5'8.5". He got shorter. In box rec, they got him 6'5.5". I bet you he gets taller tonight. He'll be 6'6". 6'5.5". They got him for 6'5.5". See, when you're that tall, you're trying to lie to get shorter. When you're short, you're trying to lie to get taller. It's a vicious cycle. Vicious cycle. You see, that's the one thing about boxing I like. If you defend your world title, you have the right to bring it out. You see how there's 2 WBC world titles? Because he defended that belt. He defended it against Tim Tszyu.
Yep.
So remember when Floyd used to come out with his 5, 6 of them to it, and it also intimidates your opponent. He's looking across the ring, he's seeing all those belts, Damn, he's tall. Yo, guys, I told you guys, I don't know what sparring partners Keith Thurman brought in, but who did you bring in to emulate Sebastian Fundora? And if you brought in some kid that can emulate him, fuck him as a sparring partner, sign his ass. He could, you're not going to find that. So here we go. And both fighters meet each other in the center of the ring. Sebastian Fundora comes out, pouring out the jab, and one strikes one time, right down the pike. He one time felt that shit. Here comes one time, 1-2 up top. Sebastian blocks it, and he's stalking. And one time he's finding out what that 80-inch reach really is. A lot of fighters were shocked from how far he could hit you from. I think one time got his distance. He was like, man, I can't even be out here. Yo, one time, if you're gonna try to evade these punches, you're gonna have to go sit out in the first row. Get out the ring. Anything less than that, he's gonna tag you. And here comes front. One time, he's moving his feet. He knows he has to move now. But you're moving your feet one time, trying to lull him to sleep. You're going to have to get some offense. I don't know who said Keith Thurman's going to win in a unanimous decision. I didn't think he was going to outpunch Sebastian.
Keith Thurman, a dog.
Yeah, he's a dog about to get put to sleep. He's an old dog. He's got to go, Papa. Got to put you down. Thurman can't even get to him. What, man, I told you, there are literally, I felt, situations one time Keith Thurman was going to come across for the first time. He's trying to set up that overhand shot. It's not easy. Sebastian's very alert to it. Very alert. There you go. Yo, and Sebastian is utilizing his reach more and more every fight. You guys notice this? Remember the old Sebastian?
He has no choice because he can't see.
He would have been on the inside with Keith Thurman. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Damn. That jab is sticking him. Ooh, right. Whoa, Keith came over the top. And Sebastian moved out of the way quick. Sebastian won that round, hands down for me. He controlled the distance. He kept one time Keith Thurman on the outside of his punches. He made it very tough for one time to come in. When one time, right early in the beginning, Sebastian Fundora established he's the champion here. He hit him with a straight right. Boom, long range. It really shocked Keith Thurman. You could see it. And he was like, damn, he hit me from there. Usually, when I'm standing right here against someone, I'm out of harm's way. And this guy tagged me. Let's see if they show some of this.
Hey, George says Thurman's round.
Thurman's round. Here we
Hey,
go.
Arthur wants to know what you people think about that big old Mexican from Tulare, California, Richard Torres. I'm not sold on him yet.
Richard, a big old Mexican. Really, he's that big. About 5'10", fighting in the heavyweight division. That ain't gonna get you in nowhere. You better be fucking 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", somewhere Sebastian Fundora's height.
I like Torres. I'm just not sold on him yet.
Nah, I'm not sold. I love Torres though, man. I just
He's
there's
explosive.
just giants up there, bro.
Yo,
Giants.
George got Thurman 1-0.
Yeah, I don't think nobody got Thurman in that round. Ooh, Thurman tried to work the body right there. A couple body shots. And Thurman is finding. Oh, shit, he got tagged. Thurman got tagged. His knees buckled. And he's up against the rope. And Sebastian stuck out his tongue at him. Gotcha. He buckled his knees. That uppercut from Sebastian, you got to watch it. Comes up pretty fast and from a long range. Ooh. You know, and thank God that Sebastian's fucking left-handed, right? Because it's his right bicep. That's his jab. Damn, he put that shoulder up high. He could tuck his chin right underneath his shoulder. So it's like, man, you guys are finding out how hard it was going to be to hit this dude. This is the fight I saw. I thought one time Keith Thurman was going to have a problem. You just don't know how to prepare for a guy like this. All this circling around. Keith wants to dart inside, circle, then try to burst. That's not the recipe to beat this kid. You got to do what Brian Mendoza did. You got to weather the storm, get in the inside, go for a home run. I like how Sebastian's keeping him at the end of his punches. He's not allowing Keith Thurman's power to come into the fight. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. Another round for Sebastian Fundora. In my books, it's 2-0. And Keith Thurman has not been able to catch up to the entire Inferno so far. Thurman is in panic mode. Listen, I told you. Thurman thought that Sebastian was still that green, that he was going to get on him. And look, he's paying. Look, I buckled him.
I ain't buckled him. He caught him off balance. And
Bro, he buckled him. That's a buckle.
not a buckle.
Yeah. There was no off balance shit. He straight punched. Look at his face already. Look at Keith Thurman's face, man.
George got it 1-1.
Yeah, I know. Sebastian Fundora comes out, popping the jab right now, and Keith Thurman is circling around the ring. Keith Thurman throws his jab downstairs to the body, and he's circling to his left right now, and he's circling, and then Sebastian Fundora pops the jab. Keith Thurman circling left to right, left to right. He's trying to find an entrance right now, trying to get his rhythm of where he can get in on this tall giant. Sebastian Fundora is coming forward, little uppercut on the inside, partially connects, and he's stalking. Keith Thurman is still using his footwork, lateral movement, and circling out of the way, while Sebastian Fundora keeps coming forward. I think Sebastian Fundora needs to continue doing what he's doing so far in this fight, keeping Keith Thurman on the out in the range on the outside. And I think that Keith Thurman's got to bite down on the gum shield and take some opportunities or chances early. He doesn't want to acquire a lot of damage going later in the round where that he'll feel he'll have to sell out, but he'll have a lot of he'll be holding on to a lot of damage throughout the rounds. If you're going to do that or you're going to find yourself in that situation, I think that Keith Thurman right now needs to sell out now. While he has not acquired a lot of damage, he's still strong, he's still fast. You know, if you can't get to him, don't think that the fight is going to change or that Sebastian's just going to slow down. I think Sebastian Fundora at this pace, he could fight 12 rounds and another 12 rounds. There's not enough pressure being put on him by Keith Thurman to start to gas out Sebastian Fundora. So, yeah, I think he's going to have to bite down on the gum shield and really take a chance. But right now, Sebastian Fundora is pouring it on right now. And Keith Thurman is finding out firsthand how hard it is to fight the Tower of Inferno. And I think Sebastian Fundora just might retire Keith Thurman tonight.
Yo, Fundora takes a half a step and he cuts the ring off.
That's it. I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys keep saying, "Oh, he's not a good fighter," blah blah blah. And I say, I talk about attributes. I talk about advantages. This is a problem. He doesn't have to be that great of a boxer when he's this big, that long. This is a problem. And as you can see, Keith Thurman don't look like Keith Thurman. You put anybody else in that ring, Keith Thurman's size, we'd be watching a different fight. Guarantee it. I try to tell you guys.
Yo, Thurman beating that body up though.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you guys, Thurman is about to get packed up. There's not enough. And Sebastian Fundora has been taking body shots his entire career. Where do you think people punch him at? The body. Yeah, he's not hurting Sebastian in the body. He's not. Watch. I'm trying to tell you.
George got a 2-1 Thurman.
Hey man, he started complaining something about the body and there's something in to his dad. What's going on? Whoa, maybe them body shots are hurt. What's going on? But Sebastian's standing up, ready to go. Or maybe he's talking about his shorts. Yeah, probably pinching them. We
He's
are in the
complaining. He said, yo,
right
Thurman hits
now.
hard as fuck to the stomach. He just said.
We are in the fourth round right now. Who said that? What happened?
Fundora said, yo, Thurman's beating up my stomach.
Yeah, right. No, he did. And Sebastian Fundora keeps popping that jab in the 1-2 straight down on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman still circling left to right, pouring out the jab right now. He's trying to work an angle and get young Fundora to make a mistake. Fundora is staying very disciplined right now. He's fighting real tall. He's fighting around his jab. Nice uppercut on the inside. Really tag one time. And you could see that these these punches are surprising one time. I don't think he's been hit this much, this hard, this flush. And He doesn't have an answer for Sebastian. Everybody, one time Keith Thurman's gonna come in here and he's gonna fuck up Sebastian. For Sebastian sucks. I said, yo, he doesn't have to be good. You guys are not seeing boxing. It doesn't have to be good. He's got too much of an advantage. Height, G reach, man. It's fucking hard to hit him. And he can crack. Yo, is it me or is Keith Thurman's face starting to look busted up? Is that front line? Is that my TV or is that his side of his face? That woo big uppercut by Fundora, and Keith Thurman is running backwards. He's been on his bike for half this round going backwards, and Sebastian Fundora is letting his hands go, and he's over there. He's reminding one time Keith Thurman. What'd you say at the press conference? What'd you say? That the knockout's gonna be in the back of my mind, in my back of my head? You gonna take me to, oh my God, Sebastian Fundora. Whoa, big uppercut. But he did hold his head like that. But it was a good one. Oh my goodness. Sebastian Fundora looks clean as fuck, boy. And Keith Thurman looks a bit lost. I've never seen Keith Thurman like this. Controlled, fucking. Even in the Pacquiao fight, after he got dropped, he was fighting Pacquiao. Good. One time, Keith Thurman is not putting on a show. He can't. He can't turn into Keith Thurman. Everything he does, he gets tagged from an angle he's not supposed to be getting punched at.
Yo, shout out to all facts in the building. He said, well, let me go back.
Keith
Bull
needs to
Rider
hit
says
them arms. He needs to punch that bicep like Frontline said.
Bull Rider said Thurman about to get knocked out. Facts. All facts says Thurman doing the Devin Haney. Arthur says, LOL, you said what kind of sparring partners he brought in? That's real.
I told
Uh
you.
Fundera has no power, says
No
George.
power. Look at Keith Thurman's face.
Bull Rider says Thurman's right eye about to close.
But he ain't
All
got no
fact
power. Bro,
off
stop repeating what people are saying. Sebastian Fundora made Lubin look like the Elephant Man.
all facts
Sebastian
Thurman
Fundora can crack. Look at one time Keith Thurman's face right now. We in the fifth round. We just entered the fifth. Only 4 rounds have passed. Keith Thurman looks like he's been in a 9-round fight. He can't punch.
all
Bro,
fact
oh shit. Keith Thurman is running for his life right now.
Thurman needs to move to his left. Fundera is no joke, says Jason. All facts says Keith needs to hit them arms. 2-2 says George. Thurman is going nowhere, says Naldo. 4-0 Fundora says Naldo. I can beat Thurman in 5 rounds right now. Plus, I'm in good shape, says all facts. Thurman Thurman
Nah,
caught him
it's not
good,
that he
says
looks
George.
bad. Trust me, guys. From Keith Thurman, you put any other boxers, top 10 guys, except like the Virgil or Jerome Tennis that I would have to see. Anybody else, he beats the breakers off everybody else. It's Sebastian Fundora that's making him look bad. He can't turn into Keith Thurman. Sebastian Fundora is really making Keith Thurman look bad, and he's pouring it on right now. He's smashing him. And what did I say, guys? I said Sebastian Fundora is going to be too much for Keith Thurman. He's going to beat him up. He's going to bring Keith out to the late rounds, and he's going to finish one time Keith Thurman. And I told you the reason why I'm picking this fight like this is because of what boxing taught me. My boxing, what I learned, activity, staying in the gym, fighting the top guys, spells victory. Being absent, being an inactive fighter, undisciplined, does not spell success. I don't care what kind of name you had. And I told you guys, I'm listening to what boxing taught me. What's supposed to happen here, Sebastian Fundora is supposed to beat up Keith Thurman. And Keith is supposed to struggle and look bad against him. What's happening? I tell you guys, I don't bet with my heart.
All
I,
Facts says Fundora got power. Ryan says, will somebody get Keith? Crying emoji.
he's
Arthur
getting
says,
whooped.
Sebastian doing all the right things, put his height and using his arm distance. Fundora is sharp, says All Facts. Ryan says round one, he looks horrible. Keith
He look
can't beat nobody in the top five, says Ryan.
no, he will. It'll look different. Oh my God! Keith Thurman is hurt bad! Keith Thurman is hurt bad! He's up against the ropes, and the bell saved his life! The bell, yo, I also said, what the frontline, did I not say this? That he might make Keith Thurman say what? No mas. Remember? Remember I said it. I said there might be a no mas. He gonna stop Keith Thurman. One more 2 rounds of this shit.
I think the ref is gonna stop it. Like he's already looking like talking to the calling the doctor into the
Nah,
corner.
that's a good ref right there. He'll let him fight. He'll let him fight for a little while. He's concerned with Keith Thurman. You can see it in his face, though. You can see it. You're right.
He just called the doctor in the ring.
Look at this. Look, boom, boom. Look. Shh. Wait, right here. This is the big one right here against this one. No. Pope. Should slip. Boom. Boom. Oh, boom. That was a big punch. The doctor's looking at her. Looking at him. I'm sorry. She's looking at him. You're good? Okay. You're okay. We're good. What round is it? 6?
6th round.
6th round. Who's out so far? Who's the 3rd round? Came in here drinking.
That was Ethan. Ethan said 3rd round.
Ethan thought he was going to do Mission Impossible.
Arthur, his face is getting swole.
Damn, Sebastian is... Sebastian... Frontline. We were talking about Sebastian Fundora's good shot by Keith Thurman. He finally exchanged one, but Sebastian Fundora whirled well, and he's pounding on one time Keith Thurman. Man, Keith Thurman is leaking. His eye is cut now. And these are all punches. Look at this. No, Sebastian Fundora can't punch. No, he can't. Oh my God. He thought he was going to come in there and just beat on Sebastian Fundora, tall, skinny, nerdy looking kid. Man, they don't understand. Brian Mendoza got lucky, bro. He got lucky, man. Motherfucker hit the button. Fucking Sebastian Fundora is beating the brakes. They stopped the fight. In the 6th. They stopped it. It's over. Nobody. Deep Woods had Fundora in the 6th.
And the news.
I think Deep Woods might have won. But since Deep Woods ain't here anymore, Deep Woods, you got 2 seconds to claim it. Up, he didn't. Anyway, so it's forfeited to me. So
Look at Wolf says. He says, "Laugh my ass off." Last time Thurman. It ain't one time. It's last time Thurman.
it's last time Thurman. Yo, I told you Sebastian Fundora was going to be too much for one time Keith Thurman. He was going to beat him up, stop him late. He
Edwin,
stopped him in the 6th.
to me. You should have listened to me. You should have listened to me.
What you mean?
I kept saying, and you got Fundora 6th round. He was like, no, I
Oh
got him
shit!
the eighth.
Oh shit! Wait a minute! I did win. I got video with Frontline, and I'm gonna flip it. Yo, Edwin, you got the 6th round. He's saying I consistently on Monday. I must have won. Yeah!
Hey, D Wood, see,
Yo,
you're not in here. You lost.
yo, you see how you help me cheat? You enable my
No,
cheating ways.
now here's the deal. See, I'm the real Nostradamus.
Nah,
I do this for fun. You know what I mean?
nah.
That's why I kept giving the reigning champion
The
the
real
right
round. So,
the
oh, so
right
that's what you
round.
say? Yo, and then he says, I'm tramposo. That I be cheating. Look at him. Straight culebra. Trying to get the victory and say he called
Nah,
it.
I called it for you. I called it for you.
Yo, I told y'all, whatever frontline calls, that's it. You go the other way. He picked his, and then look, if you would have went the other, we would have won money. Money, 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 money. Yo.
Mr. Quick says Keith Sacrificial Lamb Thurman.
Yo, just leading into the fight, he was one time Thurman. He was going to whoop Sebastian Fundora's ass. And everybody was telling me, no, Edwin,
Yes.
you don't know boxing.
Huh?
Keith Thurman is going to come in there and
Yes,
fuck
that's
up
it.
Sebastian. And I said, really? Really? You really think Keith Thurman fought? And I kept saying it here. I put it up on my channel. I put up the stats. Keith Thurman fought 2 times since 2019 to 2026. He fought 2 times. Besides the Brock Jobber knockout, his last knockout was in 2015. That's almost 10 years ago. And in between 6 years, 2 fights, the inactivity alone was crazy. And you guys really thought Keith Thurman was going to come in here and just pull off a fucking miracle because this tall, lengthy, nerdy looking kid. And I told you, this kid can fight and he can punch. And I'm starting to realize how hard Sebastian punches. Bro, we're watching the fight and people are still texting, he can't punch. Did you see Keith Thurman's face after 6 rounds? 6 rounds. He didn't even make it out to 6. 5 rounds and some change. That's all that took to put all that damage on his face. Imagine they would have went 6 more rounds. What would one time Keith Thurman's face look like right now? With 6 more rounds added. Bro, the man can crack. The
Hey,
man can punch.
Javi says, damn, Fundura has evolved so much since that Mendoza KO. He made it
Yeah.
look easy. Fundura is the Divino Espinoza of 154.
You know it. You know it. Yo, man. Listen,
Arthur
hit
says,
them
I think he
likes
was
for
high
me.
when
Hit
he
that
said
like
he's going to
button.
beat him.
Smash that like for me. Do me that solid, guys. Man, look at Gabriella over there. They might throw them brother and sister on a card now somewhere.
Look, he got the chain too for the WBC on his neck now. I think that might be the new thing.
Oh shit, he got a chain. Look at Cameron in the. He got the Ryan chain.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh shit. Yo, the WBC's the shit. They're the best belt in the world,
Look
bro.
at Samsung. Samsung in there with a cheesy ass smile.
Hell yeah. His guy won. Samson Lukovic. Look, he got the chain. Look at that. Yo, the
Boxing,
WBC's the shit.
boxing hacker, $2 super chat. He says, does Fundura beat Boots?
Possibly, yeah, man. It's just he's a conundrum. Sebastian, I'm sorry. Boots Ennis is the more technical boxer, more flashier, more better style, great power, quick, fast, good burst. Still, until I see somebody be able to control Sebastian Fundora's new fighting style, just remember, let's just remember that the first part of Sebastian Fundora's career, He played Rock'em Sock'em Robots in the inside. He's had a lot of bloody fights. A lot of fights where Sebastian Fundora came out of the fight, bubbled the fuck up, and the other guy were full of blood. His first few fights were all bloody fights. Real Rock'em Sock'em. So now that he's learning how to fight on the outside, if let's just think about this. If Jaron Boots Ennis was able to get on the inside on him, right? What do you think Sebastian Fundora is going to do? Shy away? That's where he knows how to fight, the inside. Look, you guys know what an 80-inch arm reach is? That's almost 7 feet, 4 inches from 7 feet wingspan. At 6'6", Jaron Boots Ennis is listed at 5'10", with a 74-inch arm reach. It's just that, what does it say there? In Las Vegas, he's 7-4 in Vegas. Wow.
Sound like that. Hey, Ethan says Virgil Ortiz versus Fundora is next. Fight to be made. Jason says Fundora could also take a hit and he could crack.
Yeah, man. He's just
Not Naldo said
dangerous.
Keith had no chance. Javi says Gabriella fight in the zone and Sebastian and PBC. It
Yeah,
would be complicated to see them in the same card.
yeah, it would
Mr.
be.
Itachi says, and still, where's
Yeah.
Zayas at?
Zayas, he's watching, preparing right now for Jaron Boots Ennis fight that the Mexican dude ducked.
And
He
then
was so
Fundura's
scared
the
to fight Jaron
best.
Boots Ennis, he even sued his own promoter just to avoid it. He didn't want to
Fundura,
fight Jaron Boots Ennis.
he said
Nobody
Fundura,
wants to fight Jaron Boots Ennis.
he said Fundura is the best at 54. Viva
He is.
Mexico, we want Charlo, says Mr. Itachi. And
He'll
then
start Charlo right
look, look,
now.
look, look at George says, calling out another inactive fighter. That's what Mexicans do.
That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you caught that. I was just gonna say he'll stop Charlo's coming back, but if you give Charlo 1 or 2 fights to acclimate back, and he starts looking like the old Charlo, that's gonna be a different fight for me. Then we could talk about that. But I'm not gonna talk up Charlo or once upon a time the fighter he once was. That Jamel Charlo or Jamal Charlo, I'm not sure if Sebastian beats them. I think the Charlos can beat Sebastian Fundora. They're
I,
strong. They're a different kind of strong. Their jabs are strong. They could give Sebastian a real hard fight, and if not beat him. But
look,
you would
look,
have to
look,
give me
look,
a
look,
Jamel
look.
Charlo, an active one, for me to believe in him. I'm not gonna take the Charlo twin, either of them, on day one. No, no.
Look, look,
Sebastian's
look,
gonna
look,
beat him
look.
on day one. Yes.
Y'all scared of Fundura and Virgil.
Not Virgil. Not Virgil.
Jason
Virgil's
Jason
just scared to
says
fight anybody in the top 10.
Jason says Fundura has a better resume than Virgil.
He does.
Uh, George says Virgil calling out Spence. LOL. We have no choice.
Jesus.
Zaya's legs trembling right now, says
No,
Mr.
Zaya's
Tachi.
legs ain't trembling. As a matter of fact, on every report right now, whether it's the King magazine, Top Rank, Mike Carpenter, all media outlets are saying one thing in common, in that Jaron Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas' uh, uh, fight. One thing they have in common, that Xander is the one that's asking for the fight. Xander's team is pushing really hard to get the Boots fight. That it seems like most of the quiet moments are coming, and the calculating is coming now from Jaron Boots Ennis. You would think it would be backwards, where that Zayas, his father, his own dad, went on I think a talk show. I don't know. I don't remember the guy that he went on, and he was like, "Boots, take the fight. We want the fight. Why don't you take it now? Because apparently Xander's saying yes to everything. And this is not just coming out, like I said, from one media outlet. I could see if one guy typed this, I'd be like, man, he probably on the low a Xander fan, right? But Ring Magazine, Turkey, Top Rank, all the Spanish outlets, all the white American writers, they all got one thing in their articles that this fight is mostly getting put together because of Xander's side. And I found that to be like, wow, like um Xander's dad is on record saying his son needs this fight because Jerron Boots in name is going to solidify his son as the best 154. If he can get that scalp and Jerron Boots Ennis, then you gotta certify Xander. So Xander's father is saying beating another champion won't give my son the kind of name he wants if he beats Xander. So I'm considering Xander a world title fight. It's going to be for 2 belts anyway. It's going to be for his son's 2 belts. It's going to be a world title fight. But it's like he's fighting him like if Jerron's coming in with a belt too. Because his name carries the value of a world title. And he has an undefeated record. That's what Xander's father's saying. Xander's father's like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Talk about my son is food. Go get Boots if you want. Tell Boots, here, look, we good. We signed. They acting like Xander's side is like, bro, you ain't scaring nobody. As a matter of fact, if you think you could beat my son, come up here. Come up here and beat him. And I was thrown back by that. That not just one outlet reported this, multiple. And I was like, damn, they all can't be wrong. Now, can they? They can't all be favoring Xander because most of the consensus got Jerron Boots Ennis in the fight. I was like, this gotta be true. It's gotta be true. So Xander he's on some shit. I don't think he likes the fact that people are looking at another individual with no belts and look at Xander like less than. The guy with no belts, you guys view him better than me? Well, then it must be this guy with no belts I gotta beat. A champ beating Josh Kelly or fighting Sebastian Fundora apparently is not gonna change you guys' mind. Because the whole world, even the boxing ranking, got Jerron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. And neither of them got a real belt. What a disrespect. Xander don't got 1 belt, he got 2. And this guy with an interim belt is better than me? Yo, the disrespect is real. And I think Xander is tired of being called a young man. Puñeta, yo soy hombre. Yo no le
Let me,
tengo miedo a nadie.
let me catch up with the chat, Edwin.
You know? Yep,
Jo-
go ahead, brother.
George says calling out inactive fighters isn't a flex. Mr. Itachi says, where is Zaya's gonna run in the ring? Question. You can't escape the reach. Jason says, Virgil scared of Boots. George says, Fundura dug Zayas and still won't mention his name. Ty says,
Fundora,
I
wait,
still
wait. It's Fundora Doug. Yes, yes. It was still, nope.
Ty
Fundora's
says,
team, wait, front line. Fundora's team and them see exactly what I've been trying to tell you guys all this time. That I thought that Xander was the better boxer out of all the champions. Now, I said that doesn't mean that he beats them all, but technical boxing, doing all the right things, throwing your jab, bringing it back, shit like that, staying disciplined. I thought Xander was better than all of them. And I think that his family and his father, they see that in Xander. Go ahead, read the rest of the chat.
Kai says, I still think Boots sleeps him. Zayas outboxes him. And Boachuk has a chance against him. Virgil, Tellez, and Kelly, he beats up. George says, Virgil down bad, bad. Calling
Bad.
out calling out inactive fighters down bad. Fundora had the two belts before he dropped the belt not to fight Zayas. Damn. Taya still needs work. This is all from George.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur says, well, we'll know Thurman really high and says he after this fight he going to come back and will beat Crawford if he make it happen. LOL. Haha. Thurman, go back and stay retired. George says, Boots hasn't signed yet. Carlos, 721. Yeah. What an abuse. Salute round one in the front line. Galito, you've been MIA lately, Baba.
Yeah, you have.
Ethan, Fundura will beat Boots. Billy Cruz, Puerto Rican flags. Low key in the building. Virgil versus Dasim Fundura next. I don't know about that. Fundura did give Zayas his props. He said he's the best out of the other guys. Carlos, we need Fundura versus Ortiz now. Flames. Mexican boxing up, says low key. Billy Cruz with the Puerto Rican flags. Arthur says, truthfully, I think Thurman comes back because he needs the money. Low key,
Maybe.
last time Thurman down bad.
Yo, stop right there for a second. Hey, yo, frontline.
What's up?
You know, I don't I usually call fights and I just move on to the next. I usually don't catch myself in a lot of things or give myself patting on backs when I've said a lot of things. I'm always the type of guy that I'll move on quickly. But I gotta admit, I told you guys how this fight was gonna go. Frontline. Did it not go exactly, and I'm not echándomela. I'm not like you know how guys will say one story and back up and say this and that and say, I said both sides, but I did say this. No, my story was the same the entire time. I told you guys he was going to beat down Keith Thurman. I told you he was going to, Keith Thurman was going to have a couple moments. I thought that he was going to control him. And then I thought that he was going to be too much and he was going to stop Keith Thurman late. He was going to be one of the first people to either knock out or stop one time Keith Thurman. I even said they might be a no masa stoppage. He might just throw in the towel. I thought that the beating was going to be on that line. That's exactly what happened. I remember when Rich came here, and at the end of my last live stream, me and Rich ended the show. He asked me, how do you see this fight? And I told him, I said, yo, Rich, he gonna punish Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman ain't gonna be able to catch up to him. And I told you guys, what sparring partners did Keith Thurman bring in to practice for that?
Didn't CJ pick fourth round for Thurman?
I forget what he picked.
I
Uh,
think he did say fourth round.
yeah, I asked him if he was drinking, smoking that sticky icky or something. Because
Yeah.
remember, because I told him this. And he was like, but why do you see it? And I was just like, look, man, I've been watching boxing for a very long time. And there's some fights that you look at and you need to use what you've learned. What keeps a fighter good? What activity? An active champion, fighting the best guys, not fighting tomato cans, not dressing the guy up. They put in Sebastian with good fighters. And I just felt like Sebastian got caught with Brian Mendoza right in the middle when he started to change his style. He started not fighting in the inside. He tried to utilize his reach. And he looked real awkward utilizing against Brandon. And Brandon caught him. But I told you, you see the fighter, you're supposed to see the better version of that fighter in the next fight. And I just knew that everything that boxing taught me, and I looked at one time Keith Thurman's situation, and I look at Sebastian's situation, and I try to tell Rich, I said, Rich, bro, the writing's on the wall. Just read the landscape. Read the boxing. What has boxing taught you? And I was like, Keith Thurman is not supposed to win this fight. If he can do it, man, hats off to him. But I didn't see no way to victory. And everybody was saying, oh, Sebastian Fundora can't punch. He can't punch. He can't punch. Shit. I try to tell y'all, same shit I be telling y'all. Don't believe that bullshit about Xander can't punch. Don't believe that shit. When this fight happens with Jaron Boots Ennis, one of the things that might play a factor might be Xander's power to Jaron Boots Ennis. Remember, Jaron Boots Ennis to this day has not taken a real 154 pounder's punch. He fought Lara there. He dusted him off in the first round. What, he knocked him down 2-3 times in the first round? That guy hold up Puzo, he put very little effort. He didn't even give Jaron Boots Ennis a few rounds.
And don't
So he
forget,
really hasn't got cracked by a true 154 pounder yet.
and don't
Moving up
forget,
from 147.
Boots struggled against boxers.
Look
Watch
at
his
look at
fights.
Karen.
Yep. And and
So what
and
up, Carlos? Carlito in the building. What's up, Carlito?
What's good,
Carli-
man?
What's
Missing in
good?
action, man.
Carlito, estás perdido.
I'm back. Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. If you only knew, man, this is the only weekend I had off.
That's all good. What's up, huh?
Had to take advantage of that, huh?
Hell yeah, I had to take advantage of the fight night. I had to take advantage of my rest, man. Just trying to get to somewhere, man. That's all I
Oh,
can do.
hold on, Carlito. Who did Carlito have in the fight?
No,
He
he
didn't.
didn't have. I had
He
Oh, he
didn't
had
take
Fundora.
nobody.
Thurman in the 6th round.
Man,
No. That's the other Carlos. That's the other Carlos.
not
What is the other Carlos?
not every Carlos is the same.
It's the same. So tell me, who'd you have in the fight?
I had Fundora, of course.
Okay,
He's a
Let me
mixed
guess.
match for everybody.
Hey. Let me guess. You had him in the 6th round.
in the 6th round.
Yeah. Man, what an abuse, man. What an abuse. I mean, like, it's just like you really got to think about how these rankings, like, people, okay, we, it seems like, I don't know who the Ring Magazine or how they're trying to show that either Boots or Ortiz are the two top guys. Yeah, they're rightfully so, but Fundora's still there in the mix.
No, this is disrespect. Okay, this is real disrespect. They're devaluing the belts. If you're a world champion and you get up there and become a world champion, what's having a belt mean then? If a guy without a belt can still be ranked and considered better than you, well, what does your world title say for you? You're a fucking champion. They need to honor you as such. Doesn't matter if you're not the best, flashiest. You beat whoever there to the belt, and that's that. In today's era, they want to diminish the value of the belts. How disrespectful is to put Jerron Boots Ennis and Virgil when technically, Sebastian Fundora is the best champion at 154 because he got the most title defenses out of any champion. Now,
Yep.
Xander does have 2 belts. He does have 2 belts, and he has 1 title defense on the WBO because he went into the fight with the WBO, and Abbas Baru had the WBA. So that counts as 1 title defense and gaining 1 belt. You understand?
And round
But
one.
Yeah.
How do you value Josh Kelly defeating the so-called boogeyman of the division in Bakram?
Um, quiet as kept on the low.
You gotta give him
I
credits.
never thought Bakram was the boogeyman.
Ah, there we go. It was all a fluke.
Yeah, I never viewed him as the boogeyman. When me and Frontline here on my show, I did a breakdown and I said that Xander and Bakram have two fighters on their resume that they both fought. Bakram went the distance with both fighters, and Xander knocked out both of them in the fifth round.
Remember you saying that?
Yeah. So
Hey,
I always
quick,
said
real quick,
Xander
Andrew.
was the better boxer.
Duffy's got a question. You can answer it after you finish your statement. But he says Adrian Boner said he's coming back to 140. You think he can win a title?
Never.
Not even with Hitchens.
That's easy. Listen, guys, let me tell you something right now. Adrian Broner was an amazing talent at one time. He can even come back right now if he was truly dedicated. He could probably still, with the skills that he have in 2 3 years, at the last little bit of his career, he might sneak one in. He could have. But one thing I won't count on is AB. Addiction is a hell of a thing. And that lifestyle has a big grip on AB. Let's just be honest. If I was to compare how I view AB and his outside recreational youth things that he does outside of boxing, I would describe it by a demon being on his back, biting into his neck with both hands clutched into him, with their legs wrapped around his waist.
My gosh.
That's how hard of a hold the lifestyle got on AB.
Man.
There's no confidence in me that even if he got back down to 140, that he would have one fight and go out and party. The next day, we'd probably see him slumped over in some hotel. And all the little bit of discipline that he would put together for a little bit of time will soon fall off because of his recreation outside of boxing. I no longer believe in AB like that. Unfortunately, I'm from the streets. And when life and addiction got that much of a hold on you, I'm not saying no one can overcome it. Anybody can overcome it. I know a lot of people that have overcome addiction. There's not too much about AB that tells me that he's going to turn off the switch now. You mean to tell me he literally watched his career dwindled, all his money went once or twice. He get into more fluke fights. He lost family members, girlfriends, wives. He did all that to get here, and what? He's gonna change now?
Hey, shout out to Mick in the building. He said Fundora boxing lesson, my man. Let's go Zayas versus Boots. Hey, Lloyd, you're a little bit late.
We
Yep,
need that
Fundora stopped Thurman in the six.
in the
Man,
six.
that was a crazy picture you just said round one saying about buying and then clenching. I'm like, man, that's a horror.
Yo, that's a horror. And I just look. I think he could change his life around. Absolutely, any man can change their lives around, right? But he's in the same lifestyle. What got him messed up was after the fight, the women, the lamplight, the paycheck. He's in the same thing where he ruined himself. If he was to stop this, let's say go into church or something or start another avenue, and he got away from the lifestyle, now I can say he's on the road to change. But you're going to sit here, that's just like a crackhead walking up to you and saying, I'm not going to smoke crack no more. Just give me some more crack, but I'm not going to smoke it. Come on, bro. You're in the same field, around the same people, around your temptation is going to be you're too much in a high risk situation. to start. It's not like you walked away from where your stomping ground was, where you learned how to run through all these hotels and call women and do whatever you were doing. So you're going back to this. If you go to the barber shop, eventually you're going to get a haircut. If you go there enough, you can go to the barber shop once or twice. No, I don't need a haircut. But eventually you're going to get your haircut. You stay in that world, and eventually you're going to walk through a room. There's going to be a party, and there's going to be liquor, and somebody's going to pass you this. It's just a matter of time. It's just no matter how good you want to be, you need to change your habits. And unfortunately for AB, his habits was in the thing that made him successful. You're not going to be able to turn that around like that. And I'm not sure he got that kind of discipline, but we'll see. Mick.
George says you can't play boxing.
Nah,
Nigel says
man.
I don't want to see AB. He's from the past. Bull
Listen,
Rider says
yeah.
Broner is back living in the project housing, barbecuing.
What up, bro?
What's up,
Mick,
Mick?
Good.
How you doing?
Mick, what's up,
What's
bro?
up? What's up, man? Shout out to my Barriqua. Sanders is taking this boot fight. He is a real champion, man.
Yes, he
And like,
is.
Yeah.
a lot of people in the comments will forget, like Sanders is doing this at 23. Adrian Broner was a four-weight world champion at 23. Like,
Yeah.
they forget that man was a 130 and 135 pound animal. And
Yeah.
and
A
man,
real talent.
oh,
Real talent. AB was the shit, man. He
people
was.
forget, man. Like you're talking, like, see, do you know what? He'd be the only one about 135, 130 in recent years that would get Shakura fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah. You give me a
Lomachenko would be too small.
prime AB. Give me a
Prime AB.
130, 135 AB prime when he was. We got ourselves a fight. Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Like
Yes, we do.
people diminish him so badly for what he's done recently. But
Yeah.
like it's the same as Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya is a legendary Hall of
Oh, he's a
Famer.
monster.
And people only remember him as some guy in fishnets or some guy doing clapback Thursday, or and it's just the social media world. But Oscar De La Hoya was a fucking monster as well.
Monster.
Like, and like I've just wanted to come on, check in. I've not been on in a while. Frontline,
Yeah.
how's it going, my man? Edwin, I hope
Yeah.
things are going well for you, my man, and better.
Yes. Thank you.
But
Thank
but
you.
Xander's Hayes, man, he's taking this fight. And how good does that Abbas Baru win look now? After Abbas Baru beat up Tellez, and Tellez
Yep.
looked fucking on point tonight.
Yeah.
I want to give him
No,
some props
Abbas
though.
Baru's going to be champion again.
I think we should see Tellez versus Baru again.
No, but to
Yeah.
say this real quick about Tejas, I'm gonna give him the credit because he could have not continued because that headbutt was got him leaking Kool-Aid for a good minute. It was a bad headbutt. But he
Man,
went through the fight because these opportunities you gotta take it. And to
90,
come back and win, and also I think he in this corner he has Hector Bermudez. So that's
yeah.
good. So we'll see. Tejas is in the mix, you know.
Like 90% of fighters would have pulled out at that point, got paid, and made a rematch down the line. But I respect Tellez for that. In fact, I think Tellez came into the fight after that. The first couple of rounds were quite close, and man, if you didn't push that guy back, he is a problem. Switch hitting, great, great switch hitter. Does things that he needs to learn, but the guy's only 25 as well.
Mm.
Like, who's fought? He's had 13 fights now. He's fought Mendoza, Barrow, J Rock. So he's had fights. He's been in fights, and man, like this division is picking up now. And
Hey
Yeah,
Mick, what
that's
Mick,
a
what time is
shame.
it where you at?
Huh?
what time is it?
Yeah,
It
where
is.
you at?
It's 4:45 a.m. and I'm just collecting money for Sebastian Fundora beating the
Oh,
shit out of Keith Thurman.
Get that money.
Get that money. And
Man is like a gargoyle right now.
yeah, I'm
Hey,
Yo,
whoa,
I'm
whoa, whoa,
Mick,
whoa, whoa,
thanks
whoa,
for
collecting.
the
whoa.
$5 super chat for the win.
Everybody,
Send some of the
everybody, stop.
love.
Hey, I'm gonna let you answer this question, Edwin.
Yeah,
Read
what's
what
up?
Ethan. He just asked a stupid ass question. I want you to read it. I want you to read it.
Nah.
What's that?
Oh my
Ethan,
god.
look, I want you to
Ethan,
read it.
round one, you gonna be live for the what? Come on, man. Am I gonna be live for the Chuto Nakatani fight? You're lucky I'm not in attendance.
Like,
Hey,
I know
Ethan, in
people.
case
There's
you ain't
people
know,
that
Naoya Inoue is Edwin's brother.
there's
Uh,
people.
no, he's not my favorite fighter. He's not sitting up there on top of all four belts where he belongs as the king, Naoya Inoue. He's not right there where all the belts where he belongs. No. And next to the Japanese hat.
Does he
No.
have a super one though?
What? I don't get that Super One. That's for you,
Nah,
Nick.
Hey, what?
let's give Ethan the best because I never seen him in here before, so I think he's new. But in
You
case you
know,
didn't know, Ethan, Naoya Inoue is Edwin's favorite fighter.
no, there's people that come on this channel that loves money to me, and I just want to sing them a wee song. There's only two Fundoras. There's only two Fundoras.
I was gonna ask you.
Sebastian and Gabriela, we're taking your money, CJ Rich. We're taking your hard-made dollars. We're
Yeah,
spending it
Mick. He got the
on.
victory song going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, Mick is feeling real good.
Oh,
Hey,
Hey,
real
man.
George
quick,
wants
I
Yeah.
was
to
gonna
know.
go
First
ahead.
of all,
Go ahead.
shout out to Old Wizard. But George wants to know what about Conwell? They have to give him another fight.
Well,
Uh-huh.
Conwell's got
I
to
haven't
put
heard
himself
nothing.
in the mix. He's got to win. Some of these big names.
I
He
haven't heard nothing
took
about that.
a so-so fight, whatever. Um, I don't know.
I
I
was
don't
gonna ask
know.
y'all real quick. What you think about Yuenlis Hernandez, Yo-Yo, and Diablo?
Well, he just fought tonight, and
Yeah, he stopped
I'm
him
getting
today.
conflicted reports that his performance wasn't.
I thought it was good.
No,
It was
his
one
performance
sided.
was good. It was just a bullshit
It
stoppage.
was a
Oh, it was
bullshit
a bullshit
stoppage.
Uh,
stoppage. Then
But I'll tell you one
that's
thing.
what you were.
He's the best at 160.
my man
Hey,
Yanni Beck's ban has got 2 months to go. And the WBO didn't strip him, so
Now that Carlos
he's still the
Adames
champ.
is about to move to 168, that's Feliciano's world right there. That Cuban
Yeah.
is an animal.
You
I
know
don't
what's
know, but rumors is that Zayas might just fight one more fight and then move up to 60.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
been a
that's gonna
rumor for two
yeah,
fights already.
that's what's
I
gonna
think
happen,
that
Frontline. That's gonna happen, and I'm
I
glad that
think that
Zayas took
happened.
this fight, honestly, because this is the perfect
Hey,
fight.
and Mr. Itachura, he said y'all scared of Fundora. Man, Fundura's gonna get churras when Xander calls his ass out like he did the first time.
Yeah, I don't. For some reason, Sebastian, it feels like he wasn't quite ready for Xander. Um, I think
Could be.
Xander would have beat one time Keith Thurman tonight too, if they
Oh,
was to fight. I
fuck! I
think
think Kevin Two Tone would have beat fucking
Listen,
one time Keith Thurman tonight. Like Keith's no two chopping trees down anymore. Keith looked old. Keith looked finished.
nah,
we
But
I,
can't
I
we
I
can't
think I think
overrate this win.
Sebastian had a lot
That,
to do with that.
and
you know,
Sebastian looked good.
A lot.
here's the
But
problem with people nowadays. They love to overrate wins. Keith Thurman, look at his hair. That
Fun,
says it all. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
Fundora
that
wasn't even out of first gear. It
that
wasn't
motherfucker.
even. It wasn't even putting power into the punches. It was just so easy for him.
with
Like yeah,
that reach that he's starting to utilize,
and the
this is a
jab
whole different
game.
Sebastian Fundora than what we were used to in the
Yeah,
Yeah,
first half of his career, where he used to just get real close to the little guy and slug it out. And he was in a lot of bloody fights. I told you guys, Sebastian was in a lot of bloody fights. And
yeah.
now that he's utilizing the reach, no more blood. You can't
It's
even get to him.
easy money for him to fight guys
He's
like Keith Thurman.
getting dangerous. The way to beat him was when he was younger and more green. The more
And
fights he gets under his belt, the worse it's gonna be to beat a
to,
guy that You mean to tell me a guy 6'6" with a 80-inch arm reach, almost a 7-foot-inch wingspan, if he gets better at popping you from the outside, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Yeah. And if Errol Spence beats Tim Zoo, then Errol Spence will be Sebastian Fundora's next victim.
That'll be crazy, right?
Okay.
PBC, I'll
Errol,
keep it with
Errol Spence
PBC.
can't beat, and yo,
Round,
that'll be an in-house fight, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Round
Errol
one.
Spence can't beat Sebastian. I'm sorry.
Round
No,
one.
I
How would
agree.
you beat?
I
How
agree.
would you beat Fundora?
Um, how would you beat him? Get a step ladder for one, or be 6'4", 6'5",
Oh
right?
man.
Yeah.
Because what's gonna beat Sebastian Fundora is gonna be aggression, fortitude. You're gonna have to bite down on the gum shield, and you're gonna have to take it to him.
You
You
don't think?
can't allow Sebastian Fundora to sit on the outside and just have a comfortable fight, picking you off. He's never gonna get tired. What you gotta
So,
do is you gotta nullify his jab quick, come in with him, and bang up. Now, grab his arms, clinch. Now I know clinching ain't something that we recommend in boxing, but don't let Sebastian get those sneaky long shots in on you because he can hit you from anywhere. He just loops them. So control that shit. Control that shit and then do it again. Keep putting enough pressure, keeping Sebastian off rhythm. He's awkward by nature. He's not like this real fluent style fighter. You know what I'm saying? Where Brandon Mendoza had a lot of success with him. Remember, Brandon kept shooting that jab downstairs to the body, and he kept coming with this one over the side. What knocked him out was this hand. He hit him here, hit him here, hit him here, hit him, let him sleep, and boom. And he caught him. And one thing that Brandon did, remember, when he tied up with Sebastian Fundora on the inside, he stepped on the side of him, got the angle, and torqued him, laid him out. Sebastian is getting better at these things, so it'll be difficult, but I think what's going to beat him is going to be intensity and ferociousness. You got to punch through him. Don't
round one.
punch with him. Don't punch while he's punching. No, you got to slip that first one and punch through him. Keep pushing him back. Keep pushing him back. And you gotta hurt him. You gotta
Round one.
hurt him. So
You think
Sebastian's
you?
getting smarter.
So for that, for your what you just said right now, don't you think the perfect fighter for that will be Ortiz?
Um, he he's Ortiz is not that fast in
Hmm.
the blitz. Ortiz is boxing fast on the inside. When you're like, you got him, he's here, shabab, he's fast there. He's not fast like Jerron Boots Ennis burst. You know, like a Roy Jones type
But
fighter where they
but he
can
can.
leap off the balls of their feet and make up for a lot of range. You're gonna need that as a weapon.
But round one, he can paw his glove and bring that hook like he did
Right. The
with
problem is you're gonna run into what Keith Thurman ran into. He tried the same
his
thing
left.
tonight. His jaw is way up here. It's a serious problem. It's a real serious problem because although what is Virgil's height? 5'8", 5'9"?
5'10" at the most, or 5'9".
I'm
Five
not
nine.
sure. Is he taller than Jerron Boots or the same height?
No, Jaron's 5'10",
Jerron's 5'10".
and Ortiz is like 5'9" or 5'10", around there.
Let me just be sure
He's
about
five
this.
ten. He's 5'10". I just looked it up.
You looked it up. He's 5'10".
Yeah,
All right.
5'10".
All right. So he's pretty tall. He's pretty tall. Okay. I like
Uh,
that better.
he's my height, but still 6'6" is 6'6".
It's
You know
too
what I mean?
much. Look, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. One of the good things that Keith Thurman was having success, he was hitting downstairs to the body, right? But he couldn't sustain it because, as you can see, He was trading the body shots for those uppercuts, and those uppercuts looked like they were hurting. Now, when you get a boxer that's more of a mover, a guy that can slip better, Keith Thurman wasn't slipping that much. Keith Thurman was starting to to slip a punch from way out there. You notice he was going like this from way out there because it was hard to measure. Damn, how long is this motherfucker? Like, I'm out here and he's still tagging me. I've heard more than one fighter explain that puzzle with Sebastian Fundora. They were like, bro, I was circling out here and I was like here and he went pop and I was like, damn, like, where the hell you're like, wait. And I think when I was assessing this fight, that's the same thing I said. There's gonna be a lot of first time. One time Keith Thurman is gonna be coming into situations with this kind of fighter he's never encountered. And I told you, Keith Thurman is gonna look bad. Yes, but I guarantee you guys, you put Keith Thurman in with Tim Tszyu if you want to. Go ahead. Put Keith Thurman up with some of the top guys, except Virgil, Jerron Butenis, the Xander, of course, and Sebastian just beat him. Josh Kelly. That would have been a better fight for Keith Thurman. Yes. It would have been a better fight. That was a 50-50 fight. Josh Kelly, Keith Thurman, because Josh Kelly and Keith Thurman fight similar. They fight similar. And I'm trying to tell you, Keith Thurman is not going to look. He was lost. In there with Sebastian. By the second round, Keith Thurman didn't know what to do. Just call it for what it was. The reason why he looked that bad, he didn't know how to. He tried everything. He said, "Let me go to the left. Let me go to the right." Every which way he went, pop, 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 pop. He was getting lit up. Sebastian made him look bad. Not that Keith Thurman is old, washed, none of that. I guarantee it. Watch when Keith Thurman comes out his next fight. I'm probably going to have him in the fight. He's going to win. Watch. Mark my words. Keith Thurman is a great fighter.
You think he'll come back?
Yes.
It was a good stoppage.
My man said an interesting point. He needs the money. He's not walking away. And he's right. He needs the money. He ain't walking away. But he needs to come back.
Round one.
Huh?
Flacco says, "What's up, round one?"
What up? What up, baby? Flacco, what's up?
Naldo says, Tito Trinidad is very close to the Fundora family. George says, Zayas wouldn't want to fight an inactive Keith Thurman. Naldo says, Trinidad gives Fundora lots of advice and he listens. George says, Fundora can't get comfortable. Same with his sister, same style. Mick says, sorry, bro, got a phone call. Respect round one.
That's all right, brother. Go ahead.
Chat. Flacco says, what's up? Thurman versus Multasaliev, says JJ. And then George says, he's done. He's too inactive.
He's done. Hey, yeah, look, George, I agree with you. If Keith Thurman still takes too much time off, look, Keith Thurman, from me to you, brother, heal up, take your 3 to 4 weeks to heal up and get your ass back in that fucking gym. Get your ass back in that gym, that it will pay off. Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, you're not in the luxury to give away more time and let these big fights slip away from you. With this last performance, you're going to be further away. What you're going to need is to remind the boxing world that you still got it. So go out there. I don't give a fuck what you do. Go get yourself another Brock Jarvis. I don't care how you do it. Go out there, show the world that you can still fight at a world-class level, and let's see where you end up. You know, maybe you might want to go back down. I don't know, or go up to 160. I don't know, Keith, but I don't think you're done. understand what took place. And there's very little boxers right now that are going to look good against fighters like Espinoza and the Tower Inferno.
Oh,
Espinoza at 126 is a problem.
okay.
I've actually seen Espinoza fight live. I've been in Espinoza's fights. I watched the size difference between in the sound of the punches. As a matter of fact, in the intro of my round one, I got footage of Espinoza fighting that I was recording live at his fight. And that's a problem. That's a fucking problem. Espinoza is a problem. Fundora's a problem, bro. They don't have to be great boxers. It's the same mentality. If you were to take, let's say, Naoya Inoue and put him to fight Terrence Crawford tomorrow, Terrence Crawford beat the shit out of him. Why? He's too big. Doesn't matter how much skills Naoya Inoue has. Doesn't matter all the skills Keith Thurman had. When you have that much size and you know how to use it, you could be big and awkward and lose because you're not really utilizing everything. But when you got a guy, he's utilizing and he's fighting and boxing and punching like that, we got a problem. We got a problem. It could be beat. It could be beat. He's not unbeatable. No, he's not. Fighters like Jaron Boots Ennis, Xander, Virgil, that's all we got left. That's all we got left. You
Hey, yo,
really think
QS.
Josh Kelly's gonna beat Fundora? So who's gonna do it? Who's gonna beat this guy?
Zayas. Hey, QS, what you thought we was
So we got
bullshitting?
left.
We don't bullshit here on round one. We told you. Thurman got KO'd. We don't bullshit.
Hey, round one, you didn't ask me about, and I didn't ask you about the Boots and Zayas. Who you got?
What you mean who I got? You want me to go get my Nerf gun? You know what I'm saying?
Carlos, you coming around one with a
You
question like
you
that?
crazy.
Está
No, listen.
loco.
No, look. Check it
I
out.
don't know, man. I don't see
You
his hair front line. I don't see his hair colored gold, so I gotta ask. I gotta ask.
okay. All right. You see the gloves. You see
You
the
don't got
gloves
him
up
on Team
front.
Rubio?
Listen. Okay, guys. I talk about this. I tell you guys, don't do this. Don't bet with your heart.
I
Don't.
don't bet with my heart. I'm just asking some
I
questions.
don't bet with my heart, and I don't like picking guys just because. And I came on and I told you this will be one and probably one in the only fights all year I'm gonna probably do this. I'm gonna pick with my heart on this one, and I'm gonna go with the guy from my country. For the first time, these are the rules I tell you do not do. Don't do this shit. The only reason why I'm doing this is because in actuality, America and Puerto Rico win either way. Puerto Rico is affiliated with the United States. The belts actually stay on our side. Doesn't matter. If Jaron Boots Ennis win it, then US wins. I'm with that. If Puerto Rico wins, I'm with that. Either way. So since it's like that, since it's the kind of fight that technically the belts are gonna stay on our side, well then I'm gonna go with my countrymen. When it comes to that, look, Jaron Boots Ennis fights anybody else. I got Jaron Boots Ennis in the fight, hands down, twice on Sunday. I'm no fool on who Jaron Boots Ennis is. I'm no fool. Jaron Boots Ennis is the favorite in this fight. I'm no fool of the fighter that he is. This is not a fight that I'm picking based off my IQ and breaking down my analysis of the fight, because if I break down the fight, every time I break it down, I don't like the outcome in my head. So I think that Jerron Boots Ennis, he can definitely win this. But like I said, this is a pride thing for me. Jerron, and I mean, Xander Zayas was the fighter that I wanted to win 3 belts. We have 3 champions that are unified, but 2 of them are from 112 and down. The boxing world would have never gave us credit for that because we're not in the glamour divisions. 130, 135, 140, 147, 154 in the heavyweight division are the glamour division. Those are where the big fights happen. The only fighter we had in the lead for Puerto Rico was Xander at 154. Out of all the champions, if Jerron Boots Ennis weighed 112 or 105 and he went after Collazo or he went after the other guy, I'd be like, yeah, he's going to beat. But they fucking went after the one that up here I knew mattered. Those 3 belts were going to be sacred for us. We were literally one fucking belt away from making Puerto Rican history. We've never owned 3 belts. Never. And fucking Jerron Boots Ennis, they had to take an American to try to take us out. And that stung. That stung because it had to be fucking an American champion and Jerron Boots Ennis. And now I think there's a possibility our run is over.
Well,
It could end bad for us, or Jerron Boots Ennis can go into a fight and get a rude awakening, and Xander can show, nah, bro, I was never scared, I was never outgunned, I was just learning. And Jerron Boots Ennis, technically, you should have attacked me 2 fights ago. Because now I'm up here fighting with fighters like Abbas Baru, and I don't think people really understand how good of a boxer Abbas Baru really is. And if Xander outboxed Abbas Baru by that, he's got a great chance against Xander. I mean against Jerron Boots Ennis. Xander does. So I don't count him out. But I do recognize and I understand the threat that is Jerron Boots Ennis. I'm kind of pissed that it took Jerron Boots Ennis. I wish they would have fed him Virgil or Sebastian Fundora. You know what I'm saying? Or even Josh Kelly.
Well,
Any of them 3.
Fundora don't want that fight because
You
he
know what I'm
ducked him.
saying? But
And
now
then
they have to go
Virgil,
fucking get the American to beat the other fucking slash American in a sense, and they had to turn us against each other in order to beat Xander or something. They
let
didn't
me
send
talk
out
my shit,
Josh
Eddie.
Kelly. They didn't send out fucking Virgil. Virgil's still in the witness protection program right now. He don't want no smoke with Xander. So
listen,
Jerron Boots Ennis had to step up, and I'm
well,
pissed about that.
I don't
And
I don't need a axe frontline
Hey,
because I know frontline who he picking.
yo, hold on. I
Go
gotta
ahead, go
correct.
ahead, go ahead.
Carlos. Hold on 1 second. I gotta correct Ricky. Ricky, we don't have Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz is Cuban.
yeah,
Hey,
We got
wrong
hey,
Collazo.
flag,
We got
he
green
was
Zayas. We
flag.
got.
hey he was
The colors are
hey,
backwards, bro. The
hey,
colors are backwards.
close but not close. Close but not close.
Not close.
um,
You almost
And,
said something.
and Valdez is Mexican. But yeah,
um,
we have a couple. We got champions. We got Collazo. We got Rene. We got Zayas.
we still beat them.
Serrano. She's the queen. But no, I want to address.
We got Shakur. We got Shakur.
We got Shakur. Mexican boxing number one's in the building.
Hey, I want to say I already know what frontline who he got. I know he got Sander, no matter what.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
just
I just want to give my
Oh, you
pick.
talk about Najee Lopez. Najee Lopez. That's who you talk about.
read the chats and
Oh,
everything. Frontline, hold it.
You
I gotta
good,
use the
Rick? You
bathroom. Hold
good?
on.
okay, go ahead.
Okay, so let me see.
Ooh, Virgil destroys Fundora.
Hell no, low key. Stop it.
What?
That's
You don't think
Mexican
so,
on
frontline?
Mexican. That's
Bro,
Virgil soft.
man,
That's
you see what
Mexican
he
on
did to
Mexican
Ruben?
crime.
Man,
That's
you
Mex.
can't, man. I think I got
Yo,
Ortiz beating Fundora. I don't go fuck.
Virgil is soft.
No,
Virgil is soft.
nah, man. He beat man. He beat Madrimov, who gave
Yo,
Bud Crawford
Virgil is
a run for his money.
soft.
Nah, man. Nah, he.
Caca. Garbage.
I'm not gonna lie. He's looking suspect with all this, you know, court shit, this and that. He has to go get that Fundora smoke. He has.
Yo,
He's the Enero champion.
Virgil is garbage. His resume says it all. He's a fucking what, 32-year-old prospect? Get the
32. Okay, 32 is crazy.
yeah, he's a prospect. He's a nobody.
If he knocks out Fundora, you got to eat your words, front line.
And I would.
What?
You know we would. You
What's
know we
going on?
would here. If
Huh?
we wrong on something, we'll correct
Front one,
ourselves. We'll
front
apologize
What
and
one,
happened?
front
everything.
line, front line. Don't, bro. He says that Ortiz got no chance with Fundora.
He's got a chance with
Well,
Fundora.
every
Everybody's
boxer
got
has
a
a chance.
chance
I
with
didn't
him.
say that. I didn't say that. I said that Ortiz is garbage. He's trash.
Okay,
That's
garbage
what I
trash
said.
means that you got no chance, bro. In
Nah,
my opinion.
He's not beating Fundora. He ain't even beating Boots. That's why he keeps ducking Boots and he keeps ducking Sayas.
That's
He don't want
kind
no
of
tough
true.
fight. He
That's
wants
kind of true.
bums. He wants bums so he can keep padding his fucking resume and make him look good.
He has better wins
I'm
than
not gonna
Boots
listen to
and
low key.
Xander. Who Ortiz got better wins?
Hell, that's why he's still a prospect. Shut up, low key.
No,
He's
but
a
let's be honest.
45-year-old prospect.
Well,
He's gonna
round one.
retire a prospect.
He's
Well, round one.
65 years old now.
Anyways,
What's
let me
up?
give you my pick of the Boost versus Xander. Listen, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. What
yeah.
you gonna say?
No, okay. I was just gonna say you're probably gonna have Jerron Boots, which I don't doubt.
Let me apologize to my people because I know they're gonna crucify me, but it is what
No,
it is.
no, no, no. Listen, you're not the first. Let me tell you something. Whether you know this or not,
I just gotta be real, man.
Philly is little Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Them Philly streets, they're ran by Puerto Rican gangs. All kind, they got monster sections of Puerto Ricans in Philly, and you think that them Puerto Ricans are gonna go with Xander? No, they're gonna go with Boots.
Listen, I respect Xander. I enjoyed this. I enjoy him picking this fight because it shows that win or lose, he has that dog in him, and he needs this fight to be compared to the greats because the greats fought the best no matter what. And I compared this fight to like a freshman challenging a senior in high school, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Because
Yeah,
now,
did you ever see a freshman knock a senior out? I have.
here we go. Let me say this though. You gotta give Xander all the credit, man. Being 23-year-old, risking his O, something that Boots, Ortiz, Fundora have not done in their career. He's Xander's doing a big step up with only 2 fights of 12-round experience. Man, my hat tips off to him. But I just feel like Boost Ennis, I'm a big Boost Ennis fan, and he has just that extra edge. But this will improve Xander down the line because when Xander becomes 27, oh, he's gonna be a different animal. Oh, he's gonna be great. So I have Boost Ennis winning by decision, respectfully.
By decision.
Yeah, by decision. I
That's
don't,
a smart bet.
I don't think Zaya's gonna get stopped. I think his pride is gonna take him to the 12.
Hey, Carlos, if you were around a little bit more, you would have heard me and Edwin talked about this shit. This is another one of Eddie's snake moves. And here's why. Xander wants legacy.
Yeah.
He said he wanted Kelly next. Kelly fought
Yep.
the same exact day that Zayas fought. He just fought in the morning because they was in
You're
another
right.
country.
Yeah, I remember.
And Zayas fought that night. Zayas wants Kelly. to for the unification. But guess what? Eddie's such a snake that he has something against Puerto Ricans, and he's trying to throw Boots in there so he can have now 3 belts under matchroom boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's how he juggle. Yep.
Now, why didn't he have Boots fight Kelly, get a belt, and then go after Zayas with the 3rd belt? Right
He's
there,
not
right
gonna.
there. See that shows you who runs the show right there.
But
Nah,
but bro,
nah,
like he's
nah,
not. Bro, like hold up. He's not gonna. He's not gonna sacrifice one of his pieces with his own piece. If you understand, this is chess. You gotta use one of your pieces to go out the enemy's piece. You can't use your own piece to fight your own piece. You know what I mean? It's not a good
Okay,
business
so
move.
so let me ask you this, Carlos. If Eddie wasn't a snake, right? Why don't he have Kelly fight Zayas? Because he knows that Kelly is not the guy to beat Zayas. So he wants to put Boots because Boots has a higher chance of beating Zayas.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're on mute, Edwin.
my fault, my fault. Yeah, you can see like that. I got somebody in the background here. Speak the truth. I see you, brother.
Can you hear me?
All right. What else? Speak the truth.
Chilling, my guy.
¿Qué
What?
Yo,
lo
you
que?
damn. I don't know if y'all remember my damn. Do y'all remember my prediction for last time for this fight?
Nah, what was it?
Bro, come on, bro. You know I had Fundora beating that ass. Now, but not saying because of Keith couldn't beat him, but again, round one, the size plays factor,
A
bro.
factor. I've been,
It play.
man,
That's what I
trying
was
to
telling
tell
people
people
when I
this.
say, look, this is the fight that it gets me very interested. Like with Tank and Haney, right? Haney's a fucking great boxer, nigga. For Tank to come in, he's gonna get bing bing. I like Tank crazy, and that's my guy. But he's gonna take a lot of hits to come in, and it's not gonna be easy. Like y'all, Devin ain't no bum. Like you feel me?
I try to tell
So
him.
then if he tries to outbox him, we all know Tank for knockout. So it's like, damn, I can't even try to box for real. If I start boxing, he changed. Devin made him change his game plan. It's just you feel me? It's tough, but
Yeah.
good fight, good night of boxing. I can't
Mm-hmm.
complain. I fuck with all the fights. Jojo
Mm-hmm.
Hernandez, he looking strong, looking real strong at 160. I got to see him with some
Mm.
top talent in there. Who would I like to see him with? Adamas, we gotta get that. We need that strap. I like that. I'm
Nah,
gonna
I
make that
thought
Adamas
a goal
moving
for
up
my
Adamas is
to
brother.
going up.
68, papi.
Oh, he's 68 now?
Yeah,
Yeah, he moved up.
I think they even got him ranked at 68. He dropped that belt right after that
Yep.
fight. Yeah,
Oh shit. All right. Oh
Ponte
shit. I
al
ain't know.
día, papi.
yeah.
Nah, well,
But
yeah.
that makes it better
He becomes the
because
champion. He's gonna run that division.
yeah, Hernandez. Who's gonna stop him?
Yeah, man. Hey, it's gonna shit. And
You
then
know what's gonna
54s,
happen, right, guys?
and
Yeah,
then
Zayas is
54s
gonna have to
coming
move
up.
Yup,
up and show
Gonna
y'all.
have to see
yup.
him. Then 54s coming
You
up. Gonna
see
have
it
to see that
frontline.
nigga.
Zayas is gonna have
It's
to move
inevitable. They're
up.
gonna clash up there at
Nah, we
160. He's gonna
You know
run
yeah.
what? You
into
know what they're gonna have to
Hernandez.
do? If they're gonna give him a belt, he's gonna have to fight Lara.
Nah. That's it.
What's up?
That nigga's
Lara.
getting old. Come on, man.
Nah, he said he wouldn't fight
Still a
Lada
world
because Lada,
champion,
him and
man.
Lada is like Cubans like stablemate. So
Oh
Lot,
yeah,
he
lot of,
yeah,
wouldn't fight.
yeah,
lot of
yeah, yeah.
dope
You right.
generated round
You
one.
right about that.
Nah, right, man. But nah, it was some good fights. I thought Mendoza was gonna do better against Telez, to be honest. I
Yeah.
thought he would do better. But Telez, man, tuvo cojones, coño.
Mm.
Hang in there, man. You still brave. I thought Bermudez was fucking him over, but he did him right though. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a good coach in his
Mm.
Because if he
corner.
saying he can't breathe, I'm like, yo, he telling you he can't breathe. You're not even paying attention. Feel me?
Yeah.
Like
Nah,
that's
but
my
one
brother.
thing,
If I was my brother, I probably would have been in this shit. Like, what you mean, my brother telling you can't breathe, nigga? You crazy? I would have
uh,
beat the shit out you. I'm
Ooh,
just
Yeah.
fucking, but
I would have
but
Papi,
actually
they
you
fought
got
came
him.
you
out.
got
You
you,
feel me? He
you
held
got to
strong.
understand
He
that
won.
Tejas has a great
Celeste is a
coach on his
dog.
corner. He know what he's doing.
Mira,
Y tú sabes la mierda con la nariz, papi. You know, want to know what the problem is? When you get hit big in a fight with your nose, and if your nose breaks, you're
Yeah,
told by your corner, don't breathe out with your nose. Don't spit out the blood like blow your nose. Don't do
yeah.
that. Because as soon as you do that, the next round, both your eyes are gonna swell up.
Yep.
So you
Hmm.
gotta have control.
Control.
And when you hear your fighter saying my nose, you ignore him so that he doesn't think of it. And then you come in and say, well, you forget the jab, You're trying to get him
Yeah, it's
to
like, oh,
stop
okay,
thinking
okay.
about the nose because I can't afford for you to blow it out. That's a mistake. And then we saw Talis go like that, and that fucking it all started dripping out. And you saw Coach Bermudez like uh be lucky your shit because his shit wasn't broken. It was just bothering him.
Yeah,
So
I
if
thought it
his
was
nose was
broken.
more damaged,
Yeah,
yeah,
that would have been a
you're
false.
not
It would
you
have been a
can't do
false
that.
leak.
Can't
Yeah.
blow your nose.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta stay
What's the other fight?
focused and disciplined. That shit fucks with you. You can't breathe. You're fucking breathing out your mouth. You wanna just clear it. You do that one time, your eyes are gonna go like this. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yo, but this fight was very interesting too. The Kevin Newman and then Garcia. I actually thought
Don't
Newman would have
yo
won a
speak the
lot
truth.
cleaner.
Speak
But
the truth,
damn, to
please.
have Roy Jones telling you all
Yo,
that shit, nigga, you might as well retire,
speak
boy.
the
Cause shit,
truth.
nigga,
Speak
I
the
might as well
truth.
retire. Cause you telling me the Roy Jones is telling me he leaving me alone if
Don't
I don't knock
don't
this nigga out. I might
don't
as well
spoil it.
retire, dog.
Speak the truth. Don't spoil it. I haven't seen it,
My
and
bad.
and and, and
Yeah,
I
my
heard it
bad.
was a controversial loss for Garcia.
All right,
Uh,
now I got you.
So
hey, I was gonna.
I gotta see it. I gotta see it. Don't
I gotta
It
spoil
ask
it,
wasn't
y'all.
as bad as
please.
You guys
Roy
know the
Jones.
fight that we want though. And
I got.
look at your screen right now. Look at your screen right now. This is the fight. Come on.
Oh, oh, nah, yo, mind you, I love the fact that I live in New York. Lit right now. I'm about to be lit. I ain't gonna lie.
You going to that fight, speak?
I'm a fake start doing boxing media coverage now. Fuck it, for a little bit.
Yeah.
For real. I'm definitely gonna be outside for that. What, bro?
Come on. I'm going to New York
Finally,
for that. We gotta go to New York for that
yo,
one.
bro. Yeah, it was either New York or Puerto Rico. I just came from DR this morning, so I was lit. But I mean,
Mm,
yo, I need damn. I kind of fake wish it would have been Puerto Rico, and that would have made me want to take a vacation over there. And now we
mm.
out, but now
I like
we
New
gagging
York
over
because
here
the
too.
Puerto Rican parade is gonna be right there in June. So I'd rather had rocked out in New York with the Puerto Rican parade because you know how that parade is in New York.
No,
You
that
just
shit
walking
crazy.
blocks and blocks running
I ain't
into
gonna lie to you.
shit.
That shit gonna be devious
You
over
know what I'm
here, man.
saying?
Philly
Like,
Man,
Ricans.
oh
Oh,
come on,
oh
man.
my god, this thing, yo, it's gonna be too active, man. It's gonna be
it's gonna
crazy.
be a
I ain't gonna
movie.
lie.
It's gonna be a
Yeah,
movie for real.
I feel like a lot of people's underestimating Zayas. I don't understand
I
what's
think
the
so.
craziness,
I
but
think so.
bro, this kid is a boxing pugilist, and
I think
he could
so.
fight. He could
He
fight because
can fight. He can
I
actually
honestly,
box.
when I first started seeing him with top rank, I only seen bros. I'm like, yo, this nigga can't box. And then I'm like, I started seeing him more. I'm like, oh, hold on, nah, whoa, he really switched it up. He got different. I ain't gonna lie, his style. I don't think I feel like Boots may underestimate him because he young and he came from you feel me. He a dog, but yo, this nigga. He may not look like the killer, but that nigga is not playing, bro. And he Puerto Rican. He dying for his island. You know how Puerto Rican pride
Hmm.
is crazy, nigga. And he love it.
Crazy.
That nigga's not, nigga, man. I ain't gonna lie. That now I'm
Yeah.
not saying Boots can't pull it off neither, but it's a pick'ems, bro. It's
Yeah.
literally 50-50. Whoever come up on top is no excuses. For real.
Yeah.
It's literally that good of a fight, and it's literally two elites. Not one in their prime. It's still a young. It's still for me a young guy that's still. I'm not gonna
Right.
say needs more experience because he is experienced, but you feel me. He hasn't touched his prime like where Boots is like right now.
Right.
Like you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yo,
But
Carlito, you're gonna
Respect.
be banned from the channel if Zayas wins. You're gonna be banned for one episode.
For
Hey,
taking
hey,
durable tennis.
hey,
Yeah, for
if
picking
y'all can
boots
hear,
at
Nah,
it. Te
hey,
va
hey,
pa'
boys.
carajo.
no, hold on, hold on,
You
hold on,
good.
hold on.
You
If
good,
Nah,
y'all
te
can,
va
Carlos.
pa'
You
hey,
good.
listen,
carajo.
hey, I'll take the
I
sacrifice.
just
I'll
wrong
take
one.
that. Just,
My
hey,
bad.
bro, my heart,
Yeah.
man, I would love to see Zayas win, but my mind tells me otherwise. You know what I mean? I just gotta
Nah, I
remember, man.
respect
You
it,
gotta
bro.
You
go.
sounding like R. Kelly
You
right now.
wouldn't be
Get the
wrong.
fuck out of here. Tú eres un vende
This is
You
patria.
you
this
you
is
wouldn't be
why.
wrong. No, no, no,
Yeah,
no. Frontline, don't do that. Don't
hold
do
on.
that.
This
Carlos,
You
Hey,
not gotta
I'll
Carlos.
fuck with
listen.
No
Carlos.
I'll take the
love
sacrifice.
lost. No
if y'all
love
could
lost. This
like
ain't
You,
about pride.
Hey,
yo,
bro.
I
you know
tell
I gotta
you
take
this all
shots,
the
Edwin.
time.
You
Don't
know I
get
gotta
into
take
that
Hey, bro.
pride
shots.
shit. That shit'll get you fucked up.
I
You,
can't.
you know I gotta take
Yeah, man.
shots.
And then reason why
You know how many
I
times?
see this round going 12. I ain't gonna lie, I see this fight going 12 rounds, to
I
be
do
honest.
too, in a way.
Reason why I say that, look,
No,
Boots,
12.
for one, Boots has shown me he can't be hit. For two, he can struggle catching up to the boxer. Like he could struggle catching up to you. He could struggle. I'm not gonna lie, with 2 times with Karen. And to try to get you out, I never felt like he was this devastating puncher that once he touches you, like, oh my God, like I'm not seeing that. Like, yes, he's a puncher for sure. He got combination, he's flashy, got good timing, good speed. You feel me? Got good lateral movement, all that good IQ. Yes, he do for sure. But when you got someone that's has the same attributes as you, because Xander is a bit. I ain't gonna lie, Xander's not as small as I don't know what these people is watching, but man, I'm like, yo, Xander's like there with Boost. Boost may be the same size as Xander, or
Yeah, they're
probably
both
bigger because he's
5'10". They're
54.
both 5'10", both of them.
And they
Literally,
both got the same reach
And
too.
they both got the
But the
same
thing
reach.
is with
but as
Zayas,
Xander's
far as
arm reach is
rehydrate,
74, Boots is 74.
literally right there. So it's
but
like
the thing with Zayas, he rehydrates heavier.
I
Yeah,
don't know that because what does
yeah.
Boost rehydrates to? Because we don't hear that. We don't hear these things from these fighters. What if they really rehydrate to? I want to know what does Tank rehydrate to? Because he don't look big as shit. He looks still like small. He looked the same. Like I want to
Yeah.
know what he rehydrates to.
Well, sometimes they put it out. It depends, who you fucking with. PBC, they keep a lot of things hush hush. Top Rank, they put it out. Ed Hearn, he puts it out. Oscar De La Hoya used to put it out. Sometimes no, whatever. But then you can go back like to places like Box Rec or whatever, and they'll tell you on the night of the fight, he entered the ring at such and such weight. Like that. Like me. I keep track of Naoya Inoue's weight because I've been noticing every fight he's going up 2 more pounds. The fight, though, like I think it was like I don't know, Luz Pantarinari, he was like 134. Then the next fight he was 136. Then the next fight he was 138.
He's bulking up. He's trying to
He's
get stronger.
slowly, putting it on for the 122. So
Mhm.
when he hydrates back up to 136, then he hydrates the next time to 130, and etc.
No, I get it.
Pay
For
attention to
sure. I think I see that's why the Fundora and Xander fight is not happening. It's not that Xander got to be bigger than him inside. It's just that his frame is more bigger, and I feel like and he got good size on him because with Keith wasn't really doing bad. It's just the reach is crazy. Xander is
that.
got more size than reach, the size and reach than Keith.
Yeah.
So I do see a fight with Fundora being very interesting too with Xander.
You want
There's
to
a lot
know?
of good things. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. You want to know something? You got to pay attention to that one time Keith Thurman fighting Sebastian Fundora that just took place. Sebastian Fundora was keeping him at bay so much with his jab and his length
Mhm.
that one time Keith Thurman thought of that. He said, "Oh shit, he's tagging me from out here. So what I got to do now is I got to bite down on the mouthpiece and I got to go forward." There were a
Mhm.
few times that one time Keith Thurman actually did that. But I bet you if you go back and you watch it, remember when Keith Thurman came close in and then fired off into the body? What
Yeah.
happened? He ended up trading that for an uppercut or a straight shot right over the top. He must have got hit with those shots. And then he said, wait a minute, that's not the answer neither, because that shit hurt. So he tried blistering in, to finally be like, fuck that, I'm going in on the inside. Because you think to yourself, you say, well, then why didn't one time Keith Thurman just blitz her in there?
But not
No,
only
you're gonna go back
yeah,
and you're
bro.
gonna watch that fight. You're
Bro,
gonna
but
see him try to do exactly that.
not yeah, exactly that. And not only that, round one, this nigga coach is just giving him water and like you gotta breathe, drink water. That's it. They was not telling him nothing. You might as well be like, yo, Keith, bro, bro, you got a better day, bro. You got a better day because you taking damage right here. You got beautiful daughters. You always talk about him. You still got a career in commentating. It don't need to go out like this. You feel me? Then guy he went out
Mm.
standing though still with
Hey,
TKO. Cause bro, realistically, bro,
hey,
what does he hire these coaches to do, bro? He was really out there by himself, literally.
Well, okay. I don't want you to read too much into that. What happens is some coaches, like world class coaches, when I train you for a fight, when we get to the fight, there's nothing to talk about. I've already trained you to go through the fire, and this was our game plan. Go out there and take it out, because I'm not going to say too much to you in the corner, because there's always eyes and ears, cameras, and people always trying to get an edge.
Yeah.
So usually I'll look at you. Come on, kid. You know what we worked on. I
Yeah.
don't really have to talk to you. There's other coaches that are more passionate with boxing. They see
Hmm.
things go wrong, they step in. Kid, this is not working. We got to try something new. But there's not really too much you could say about a puzzle you never actually solved.
Hmm.
You didn't have sparring partners that tall. You didn't have people that can emulate those situations. I told the boxing world, one time Keith Thurman is literally gonna be in a situation he's been in for the first time. He's gonna experience for the first time.
Yeah.
He's never had that kind of obstacle where
Hmm.
that
At this age too,
no, and then
Hey,
with the amount of
his
videos.
face, Keith Thurman's face told the whole story.
Yep.
He was shocked
hey,
when Sebastian hit him with the first 1-2 and like the first 10 seconds of the fight.
yep.
Yo, when he went pop and Keith Thurman went, and he looked like how far he was away from him, and he was like, that don't make sense.
Mhm.
Because in a gym for years and years and years of sparring, I can basically tell you, without telling you, I'm just trained. I know exactly the distance I need to be out of danger. If I need to take a breather, and you've ever sparred in your life, you know the exact where that he becomes a threat. Once his foot crosses a certain threshold, you can sense it. You can feel it. I'm too close, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Keith Thurman was in the ring. He was out here. He was like, I'm safe. Pow! What the fuck? Like his distance management, where his range, he couldn't figure it out.
And
And by
that's why.
time he took too much damage, and then by time if he ever was gonna figure it
Mm.
out, fight was
Shakur,
over.
you just said the way to beat
Hey,
Shakur. Literally right now. You literally just said the way is reach. You gotta have more reach than this nigga.
You got to.
You got to have more reach than this nigga. That's the only way. And mind you, I just
hey,
seen
speak
something
the
they
truth.
put again. Oh, Shakur versus Fundora. He was like, nah, I'm straight. You gotta have more reach than this nigga, bro. Cause
He
if you
said, I'm
don't,
straight. Yo, even the best fighters in the world
Yeah, that's what he said.
acknowledge that
but
conundrum. You
literally, but
don't
that's
gotta be skilled, bro.
is
You
more reach.
don't.
You gotta have more reach than this nigga. That's
I
it.
told you he was gonna beat the shit out of Keith.
Nah, I ain't
Hey,
gonna lie, you gotta go up in
hey,
there some
speak
more
the
in the
truth.
boxing talk round one. You gotta let him know it's the reach that's gonna take Shakur. That's it. A guy with good reach like a Andy Rioka and boxing, ripping to the body the way he was doing it with Antoine. And I ain't gonna lie, Antoine got fast hands. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep it a buck. And Tio was whipping to the body with Shakur, at least for that eighth round. He was whipping to the shot. I ain't gonna lie. Them reach, I feel like, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Hey, speak the truth. Who's your favorite fighter right now?
Oh, right now. Oof. Ah man, let me see right now. Cause right now I like David. I do like David a lot. But as far as
Okay.
skills wise, I would have to say give me that skill wise. Who's I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, you ain't gonna pick your people?
Nah, it's not even about that because they nice too, of course. But remember, bro, we still like knowledge in the boxing game, bro. Still a lot of things we ain't even feel me. We could go, but I don't know, bro. I
What
can't
was
I don't know,
all
bro. I'm
right?
not really set on one god to be honest, bro.
Mm.
You it's
I,
a,
I
it's
What's
a
like
little
I
up,
bit
like
of this,
Hugo?
a little bit
I
of
like
that.
Bias
Shakur
ass
skills. Put
Hugo.
it like this.
Here he comes. Let me hear it about the great Mexican.
What up, man? Let me
Hugo.
get a
Bro,
mic check. Let me
Fundora,
get a mic check.
bro, no, wait, hold
Mike
on.
check, you
Fundora's
good.
not even
You
full
good,
I,
Mexican.
Hugo.
you know, I'm
Fundora's
just
not
here.
even full Mexican, man.
Huh?
Yo, bro, respectfully, you don't tell what he wants to root for, bro. If he feels Mexican and his dad is Mexican, he could be Mexican, bro. I'm tired
He's
of
Mexican then, damn it. He's
Oh
Mexican
my
then.
God.
Yes.
he's Mexican, and you know what?
All
I'm
right.
putting the stamp to his passport. He's Mexican,
¿Qué
brother. If he
cojones?
Shh.
if the dude wants to be Mexican, he's gonna be Mexican, brother. He got Mexican blood. What do you want him to be? You want him to claim another race that he's not? But I'm here, bro, just to bring the positive vibe and to, speak my opinion. I think it was a hell of a fight. I think my boy Elijah Garcia got robbed in the prelims. I think that
Yeah.
it was a draw. I think that fight went the wrong way, bro. Elijah, he wasn't the best, but towards the end of the fight, like he was the one pressing the fight and he was the one putting the best combinations, bro.
Who
But
Garcia was?
yeah, Elijah Garcia, bro. I think he
Yeah.
got robbed in that fight, bro. You seen
Yeah.
that too, round
I'm
one?
hearing.
Like, exactly, bro. Like that shit was a robbery. It was a robbery, bro. At best, it was a draw. You dig? But yeah, man. Like overall, it was a cool fight night. I was fucking with the fight card tonight. Yo Hernandez. I think that fight was good. I would have liked to see that fight finish.
What about
I
the
would have liked to
stoppage?
see.
Do you like the stoppage or
Nah,
not?
I don't like the stoppage at all, bro. I think that was a bad stoppage, bro. And, like in my personal opinion, I would have liked to see Terrell Gausha go out on his shield. The dude came to fight, brother. If he wants to fight, let him fight. Why the fuck are
Right.
you stopping the fight so prematurely? The dude came to fucking let him earn his paycheck. What's up with all this shit, dog? You
Right.
dig? And for the co-main event, I think it was a good fight. I think that fight went the right way. Salute to Joannes Teles. I think that fight got the right winner. It was a close fight. I'm not gonna say it was a one-sided ass whooping. That bro, I thought it was gonna get stopped in the third round when the
Mm.
headbutt.
With the headbutt.
Yeah, with
Okay.
the headbutt, exactly. With the headbutt, but you dig like it ended. And UD, Mendoza came in there. He tried to outsmart the guy, but this just goes to say that boy Xander Zayas, he's a beast, and I'm here to talk about Xander Zayas. That's what I'm here to talk about. I know it wasn't his fight night tonight, but I'm just here to say my opinion. Today came out with a tweet of him signing a contract, and I'm just so
He didn't
admired
officially
of the young.
say who
No,
it was, but we all
stop,
know.
stop,
We all
stop,
know.
stop, stop. I'm just here to say that I'm officially riding with Xander Zayas, dog. Like
What?
this young man is a great
Let's
example.
go.
This young man is a great example of any Latino fighter in my motherfucking boxing experience. Like this young man is running to the smoke, bro. Like what more can you want from a young man? You think that Xander Zayas is sweet? You motherfuckers are in for a rude awakening.
Awakening.
I can't wait for that June 27th fight in the Barclays Center
I
for
can't believe
Xander
it.
Zayas to
Yep.
come up on top. And
This
I'm
is
just
Hugo
so
speaking? No way.
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
Hugo,
yeah.
bro.
This is Hugo.
Yeah,
Let him
this is Hugo.
cook.
What?
Let him cook.
What's up, brother? I can't go for Xander Zayas, but I'm rocking with the young man. I'm rocking with the young man, brother. This dude is running to the
Let's go.
smoke. You guys
Let's
talk about
go.
Devin Haney running to the smoke. No, bro, it's that young Puerto Rican 23-year-old running to the smoke. Unified. First, a title defense unification. That's Xander Zayas. That is Xander Zayas, bro, running to the smoke. He's the one that secured the top ranked deal with the zone. It was because of him. And I'm so happy to say that Xander Zayas is going to beat Boots Ennis. And I'm rocking with the dude, and I'm putting money on the dude because he's going to come on top that day. The Boots fan thinks that it's a cakewalk, and it won't be a cakewalk, brother. Xander Zayas will come up on top. Now, Xander Zayas versus Sebastian Fundora, that's a different story. That's a different story. That's a tougher task in front of him, you dig?
Wow. When he fights the American guy, It's okay, but when he fights the Mexican, oh wait a minute, all of a sudden he's gonna lose. But yo, I'll take you on our side right now for Ennis. We'll stop right there. We'll go no further and talk about the Sebastian fight because we want the Ennis fight. So we'll keep you on there right there, Hugo. We'll keep you on our side.
Let me.
So, hey yo, low key, I see you with the fire. What you coming over? You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Latino
got-
boxing. Yeah.
I gotta ask.
Let's
I
go,
gotta
Papa
ask
Pitbull.
Hugo
Yeah,
a question.
let's go.
What up? What
Hey,
up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Hugo, I gotta ask you a question.
What up, Papi?
Who will win, Virgil Ortiz or Fundora?
Come on, why you?
But
Oh.
as of today, I
As
think
of today.
Fundora. As of
As
today,
of
I think
today.
Fundora.
What?
Yeah, as of
Come on.
today, I think Fundora.
You gotta have Fundora, bro.
Yeah, Fundora.
You gotta have Fundora, man. Come on, man.
Hugo, I'm not even Mexican, and I believe Ortiz will knock out Fundora.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
He's not gonna. He'll
Nigga,
look
you
a little
gotta-
bit
you
better
gotta
than Keith
get to him
Thurman,
to
but
knock
that's
him
about
out.
it.
What?
How he gonna get to him then? How he gonna
Man, we
explain
talking
He
that? How
ain't
he
gonna
gonna
get
get
to
to him?
Sebastian. Yo,
How can you get to this nigga?
Sebastian's becoming a problem. He's learning how to fight and utilize
Yeah,
his advantages.
See, here's
We're
the problem.
fucked.
Here's
We
the problem,
are
you guys.
fucked.
See, that's the problem. You guys overrating that win. Bald-head
Overrating.
Thurman. Bald-headed Thurman. Come on, man.
Hold on. Wait. Oh, wait. I'm gonna
What's a
show
better
you
win? What's a better
where
win?
you think we overrated. I remember Lubin's face. He looked deformed. His mother did not recognize him. I remember he put such a beating on Tim Tszyu that Tim Tszyu quit in his own country while all his friends and family watched him quit. He beat the fighter right out of that man. I just saw him put an ass whooping for 5 rounds on Keith Thurman, and I looked at Keith Thurman's face, and it looked like he'd been in a 10-round fight. All right? Listen,
Round one. Hold up.
Round one, no cut,
Round one.
bro.
Let me say this, real
bro.
quick. Round one. Yes, Fundora made Lubin's face look like the Elephant Man. But you forget about one thing. Lubin did drop Fundora in that fight.
Okay.
And Luis Pontera Nari dropped Naoya anyway.
Yo,
What
wait.
did Ortiz
Time
do
out.
to Lubin?
Time
He
out.
destroyed
Time out,
that
though,
man.
bro.
Oh, wait. Let me give Carlos this one. Hey, yo, Carlos. You know what your problem is, Carlos?
What's up?
You think just because you scored a touchdown, you won the game.
That dude came out with a good one. That's fact.
Nah, we're right. Because what bro is not understanding, what Carlos is not understanding was that bro Fundora was fighting more on the inside. In this fight, he's relying more on his jab, bro. He's getting not that he's getting smarter.
Yes,
it's
he's
just
getting
he's
better.
making
yes.
it easier for him to win. You feel me? Without having to take so much damage at the end of the day, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That Mendoza knockdown, bro. It was because of him. You feel me? It was his mistake.
It was Fundora's mistake. He was learning how to fight long.
You're not world class from that. If you're not gonna learn from that, nigga,
Yeah.
drop like a fucking literally a tree get dropped down. You're not gonna learn from that. If you don't learn, then nigga, you're not world class. And he learned from that, and he evolved.
He learned from that. He learned from that, bro. He learned from that. That was the first and the last time.
I want to see him against somebody his size. Right?
Hey, listen, guys, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you guys this right now, right? Check this out. I don't believe in Virgil that much no more. Every time Virgil had that great fighter in front of him, he never showed me that he was willing to take that next step. I mean, he lived in the shadows of Terrence Crawford for about 3 years and had full access to paperwork to his title. And then all of a sudden, the next Terrence Crawford, Gerard Boots Ennis, and you're showing signs of not actually ever fighting the tough fights.
What are you talking about, round one? Let me stop you there. He fought Erickson Lubin. Bro, his resume, you cannot deny that. They moved the kid right. God damn.
Hugo,
Hugo, you getting chased by the cops? You need to pull over.
That's not me, bro. Who
Yo,
the fuck
just
is
pull
that?
over, bro. Yeah. Listen.
Hey, but
Nah,
round
that was
one,
me. That was me. You know
Virgil,
I'm in
Yeah,
New York.
yeah.
You know I'm in
no,
New
no,
York.
hold
You
on,
know, you
hold
know
on.
how they get down here.
Enrique
Ortiz,
It's
Lubin,
crazy.
Israel
Ortiz,
Madrimov,
but listen,
Sergey
he
Bohechek,
beat
Thomas
Madrimov. He
Delorman.
beat
You
Madrimov
better
easy.
stop.
Yo, but Madrimov had all of 11 fights. Israel Madrimov
And
had like
Madrimov
11
made
fucking fights. He did fight Terrence
Crawford
Crawford to a
Is he a
fucking
next? Is
a
he a
close
next world
fight.
champion or is he not? Is he
who?
A
a
close
But
next
not.
world
fight.
But let's
Madrimov?
what?
Okay,
Is he a next world champion or not?
I
Who?
don't know. Yeah,
Who?
he's an
You
ex.
don't know.
Yes,
He's
yes,
not.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
exactly.
yes.
Sergey Bohechek. Is that a good name to have on your resume or not?
Okay, compared to
Sergey
who?
Bohechek, no,
Wait, stop yelling into the
Gotta
mic. Calm down. Compared to who? Whose resume are we looking over?
anyone else. Is
Huh?
Sergey
Don't do
Bohechek?
that.
No, is Sergey Bohechek a good name to have on your resume or not? Is that a decent name?
It's an
Now, if
it's
that
a
I
decent
mean,
name. It's a
it's a
decent
decent name,
scout.
it's a
okay,
It's
good,
not
decent
okay,
name.
and
it's
I
not the
respect that.
best,
It's not
But
the
it's not
best,
the
but it's
worst.
not the worst.
and it's not the worst, right?
Exactly. Okay, Thomas Delorme. Is that a good name to have on your resume or no?
Nah, come on, bro. Thomas.
Listen, man, we
Listen,
gotta be
A
honest. We gotta
decent
be honest.
name?
I
Is that a
understand.
you're
decent name?
reaching. You're
Hold
reaching.
up, hold
Come
up.
on,
Yeah.
man. I'm not
Hold up,
about
you
to
go.
diss a fighter for you.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
You're
Hey, hold
reaching.
up. I understand we're amazed with Fundora's height and this and that, but look at his 4 fights. Tim Tszyu, Shordell Booker, Tim Tszyu, and Keith Thurman. Let's not
That's
overrate
what I
him.
said. I wanted
Come
to see
on,
What are
somebody
you
with
let's
his
not.
talking about,
size,
bro?
like a
Bro,
Xander.
if Tim Tszyu comes back
Wait,
on his next
wait.
fight
Stop.
and wins,
Yo, Carlos, can I ask you something?
Ask
What
me.
was your point with that?
My point is that I'm not gonna overrate this fight with Keith Thurman because at the end of the day, I'd
No,
rather have.
no.
Listen,
You're
we're not
not gonna
overrating,
Ah,
sit
man.
bro.
here
We
and
not, bro.
diminish Sebastian Fundora's masterclass performance.
What?
He's the only fighter that ever made one-time Keith Thurman look like that. Even when he got dropped in the Manny Pacquiao fight, there has been no fighter ever to make Keith Thurman look like that. You're diminishing
Even when he fought
Sebastian
Barrios.
Fundora's win, and you're making Keith Thurman a bum today after the fight, but going into the fight, you had Thurman.
No, I
Yo,
didn't
and you know
have
what's
Thurman. That's
crazy?
a lie. I
And
didn't
that's
have
probably
Thurman.
what.
That's probably a
That's
different
probably.
Carlos, but that's not me.
Oh
Round
yeah,
And
one.
no
that's
lie.
right. That wasn't you. My bad. I'm
Come on,
sorry.
man.
No
Yeah.
I
lie.
told you.
You
I
never
told you.
called
That,
in,
bro,
hey,
but
I
you never
told you.
called in for your prediction, so we'll never know the truth.
I was
don't
No
put
working.
any
lie.
name on
I
his
was
dirt.
working.
Don't put any dirt on his name, big dog. He didn't go for
Nah,
him.
you're right.
Listen, I don't deny that Fundora will give anybody problem in the 154. It's just naturally he's a mixed match. But all I gotta say is that all these guys have to prove something. Right now, the first of the young generations of the 154 that's gonna prove something is Boots and Zayas. Virgil Ortiz has to prove something, and Fundora has to prove something
Now
also.
hold on, wait. Hold
What
on, bro.
does
Cause
Fedora got
Fundora,
to prove
wait,
if
cause
he has
he
the
took it
most
from Tim
title
Tszyu,
defenses out of all the champions in
and he took it
154?
from Tim Tszyu.
Fedora got the more title defenses.
And Fundora was the
With a
underdog, bro.
PBC
Plus
diet.
440. Nah, hell, bro, what, bro? Fundora was
What?
the underdog on Tim Tszyu, bro. Plus 440. Yeah? I made mad money on him. You crazy, bro. We're not even gonna do that, bro. Stop playing. Fundora wasn't even being high. They wasn't even really that high on him until he really
They
started.
thought he was a skinny, geeky,
Yeah, bro.
nerdy looking dude
That
that was
Jamel was gonna
eventually
knock
going to get
out.
knocked out.
Yeah, bro. You wildin', bro.
Turns out the nerd can fight.
Yeah,
I'm
Yo,
trying
he
to
can
tell
fight.
you.
He can fight.
Revenge of the Nerds right there. Poop, beating up all the jocks. Poop.
Okay, I'll say this.
Nah.
I'll say this. Fundora got more cojones than Ortiz right now because he's.
No, you're wrong.
Listen,
You're wrong, bro.
no. I got
Ortiz
it.
got
But also,
cojones. Bro,
okay,
bro,
he
it's
got
just the
cojones, but
promotional. Bro,
he's
it's
fighting
just
the he's fighting the wrong fight. He gotta stop fighting with
because
Oscar
the
De La
money's
Hoya.
there for him. Because the money's there for him. Virgil Ortiz told Boots Ennis, let's fight. Boots Ennis said, I'm not ready. Let me get 2 tune-ups, bro. Latinos night was for Virgil Ortiz versus Boots, big dog. Don't forget that. Virgil Ortiz was
Nah,
ready
yeah,
to
yeah.
scrap.
People do try to sleep that under the rug, though. Like, I'm not gonna say it was too
Virgil
tune-ups,
Ortiz was
but it was
ready
one.
to fight Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis said, no, I need 2 tune-ups.
Now, all right, round one. Quick question, bro. Let's be
Yep.
realistic, right? Let's quick question,
Am
bro.
I
'Cause
wrong or not?
say you
Wait,
Virgil.
Hugo, wait.
Let us
Go
see.
ahead.
Quick question, bro. Like, say you Virgil, right? Because say you Virgil, you a fighter, you Virgil.
Right,
You got offered a lucrative offer, like, yo, we gonna make this much on this fight with Boots. You feel me? He just gotta
right,
accept, da 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 da, and then the money's gonna be get there guaranteed and everything. Boom, gotta accept. Boots come out. He don't want it. He's still trying to undispute at 147. But then the next fight, he moved. Like not even the next fight. Well, really the next fight after, because he unified and got with the get the ring with fucking damn I forgot his name, but he unified with that guy Stanionis, yeah.
Lubin?
And
Stanionis.
then he move up, and now the fight is worth way less. It's worth way less now. So it's like, is it right for Virgil to be mad since he may be making way less than what the fuck he was really offered at first? And it's like, damn, like now my promoter, like you guys guarantee me this, but now it's really this that I'm getting. Like, what the
Right,
fuck? This nigga's not easy at the end of the day. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, we all like Virgil. I'm pretty sure he knows that like Boots, yes, he's the man, but I'm the man too. But he's the man. That's a fact. Like, nigga, I want to
right.
get paid. I don't think that's wrong for this nigga wanting to get paid. I ain't gonna lie.
You
But then
see,
to be stolen now and all that shit, no. I don't go with it.
right. Check it out. Check it out. See, now, I've always said this and in my channel. Boxing is a business disguised as a sport. There's always a business aspect when you deal with the promoters, the streaming, and all this. There's been many fights throughout histories that the fighters actually didn't hold up the fight. They had no problem fighting each other. It was the big wigs and everybody in the big offices with the suits and ties. So when it comes to that, and at once upon a time the fight was valued here, and then you come back to the fight. This is what happens when you couldn't get the two fighters to fight when they were at the hottest. He was coming off of a win. He was coming off of a win. You could have built it. Now you got two guys coming off how long inactivity? How long Jerome Boots has been out the ring now? What? We're going on 18 months or something? When's the
No,
last
No,
time he
no.
fought?
no.
Well,
His last
you
time
could
he
say
fought was like in
it was in
August
October
versus
11th,
Lima.
but
Oh, October.
Oh yeah,
Lima.
no.
yeah.
Wait, but
He
wait,
fought the
wait.
one dude with the one round. I keep forgetting that
Yeah,
stupid fight.
But that's the
He
thing,
wiped him down
though.
in one
But
round.
but
Okay,
that's the
that's
Lima.
thing.
Lima.
He only went one round.
yeah.
That's really nothing.
He didn't get
He didn't get
any.
nothing.
He didn't
He
get
didn't get
nothing
nothing
out of
out of it. You
that.
don't know if you
So
feeling
So
good or what.
technically,
wait. So that's his fault for
no, but
getting
he
his
did a
No,
body
training
that
camp,
no,
so that
bro.
shit counts.
But
So
at
that
the end
shit
of the day,
counts.
he don't know
So
where
he
he's
was
at.
technically in
You don't know
shape.
where
Yeah, he was in
No,
fighting shape.
he
So
was
you
in
gotta
bro,
count
shape. We
that.
talking about
Virgil Ortiz stopped everything Lubin in 1 round too. Yeah,
No,
no
like
two
it was
rounds.
two.
oh 2 round. Okay, wow, big difference. Three
No,
minutes.
bro. Nobody's
Three
saying that. Look,
minutes.
Okay, but we didn't bring up Virgil in the equation yet.
I
No,
don't
I'm
think
Just
it.
just
still
saying.
with Zan. I
That's
mean,
my thing.
Jerome Butenis. Listen, let's look. What my point was going to be to is this: that yes, Virgil was offered a number, and it was a much lower number, which made Virgil think and question Oscar if he was really stabbing him in the back, because he was told he would make roughly this much, and this is like way less than
Do you
that.
know what number is that? Round one. Do you know what number is that?
No, I've heard
Okay,
multiple
okay.
numbers, but I won't
So then
report on any of them
the
because I
number
don't know these numbers
supposedly.
to be true.
So then, according to the Ring Magazine publishers, the number was Golden Boy sent him a contract for $3 million plus pay-per-view revenue after they hit the 200,000. So
Okay, okay.
Rick,
All right,
so then
let's stop right
Rick.
there. Let's break this
All right,
down.
go ahead,
I'm
brother.
not sure.
3 million for a fight with boot tennis. That was the contract. $3 million.
Okay, which was a lot of money. A lot of money.
But
When you
not
think of,
compared,
wait,
not compared enough to what Turkey offered him the first time. Sorry, bro. Sorry, I just have
okay,
to go.
okay,
Cut you in there. All right, go
all
ahead.
right. You know, like Devin Haney went out to fight George Camboza. He got paid $2.6 million to fight for 3 belts. Okay, and he got some of the back pay per view money on the back, but one of the biggest gimmicks and one of the biggest things as a promoter throughout history is that the promoter tells you, we'll give you $3 million, and if we hit this number in pay-per-view sales, we'll pay you off the pay-per-view. The problem is you'll never hit that number. And you'll never hit that number for two reasons. One, you never actually hit the number. You guys are just below it in real. And two, if you happen to hit the number or go over it, they're not entitled to tell you that. They're still going to come out of the room and say, guess what, kid? We almost made it, but you're not entitled to any of the pay-per-view. They do not have to tell you the truth. They don't have to reveal to you. That's above your pay grade. You were
Isn't
not
that
in
the
the
Muhammad?
room.
Isn't
Excuse
that
me.
the Muhammad Ali
Excuse me.
act?
Wait. You are not in the room when you're not one of the sponsors putting up the money. Okay? We're actually getting people to pay for you to fight. We've already paid you your paycheck. Other than that, the only people that are entitled to look at that number, the streaming platform service, the pro promoter, and the sponsors that invested into it. You are neither of those. So that 250 is an illusion. It's like having a stick with a carrot dangling in front of you and you're trying to get the carrot. You'll never get it. That's exactly where one of those contracts are. Those contracts have been like that for years, and promoters always try to get, if they can get the fighter to agree to that. That's why in recent years, fighters started getting smarter and they only started fighting for one word in your contract. Make sure you have this one word: guarantee money. Because no matter what happens by law, if that says 10 million guarantee, I don't give a fuck where you guys get the money from. You owe me $10 million. That's it. So what you want on your contract in today's era, focus on the guarantee money. When AJ fought Jake Paul, they said, we're going to give you 43, whatever it was, guaranteed. As soon as he got out the ring, that shit went in his bank account. Then America came and took almost half. Then the UK took their piece. Like, brother, like, you have to get that money secured. Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, they fought. Errol Spence Jr., for his purse, I think he got $2.6 million for fighting Terrence Crawford. And the reason why I know this is because his coach, Derek James, was going to sue Errol Spence Jr. because he felt like he owed him more money, because Errol Spence Jr. reportedly made off the back end on pay-per-view like 20-something million dollars.
25.
20, what? Yeah, I said 20
right.
something.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, bro.
So Derek James and then Arrow had to prove. He said in our contract, you are only signed to 13% of my earnings of the purse, and I paid you your 13% off the 2.6. You're not entitled to my pay-per-view money. That's not what. And then Derek James said, no, I'm your coach. I was there with you. I'm entitled to that money. They had a dispute. And it came out what Arrow made on his purse. But Arrow is smart in the wording of his contract. He got a percentage of the pay-per-view. They didn't have to hit the number with the okey doke. No matter what, he was going to get a percentage. Terrence was going to get this percentage, and that was in the writing. See, they did it smart, but that fucking, oh yeah, 3 million, and when we hit 250, bro, you'll never see that number. That's a
Well,
fool man's
well,
bet.
well, well. Look, that you'll never see that number. I don't know, and I don't agree with you with that because, bro, that Earl Spence and the Terrence Crawford that did 650,000 pay per view buys. So how do you know that Virgil Ortiz and Jerome Tennis couldn't do no more than 200,000 pay per views? You don't think that was a possibility for that fight?
All right, check this out. First of all, you got to understand what your catering audience is. Okay, when you had two black American superstars like Terrence Crawford and Gerard Boutennis, you got a lot of American people and sports guys, Dallas Cowboys, love fucking Errol Spence Jr. Them people came out and spent money with them. And even though
The gate was
piracy is
like,
at an all-time high, they were still able to pull in that much on pay-per-view. You're not going to get even close to that with a Mexican and a Puerto Rican that, let's just be honest, they're not more known than Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford. They're not even more known than that. Xander's still a kid. Almost half of Puerto Rico still don't know who he is. Right? And Virgil, he don't even got the backing by his whole people. So they're not, even if you put that fight in a prime ideal spot, let's say you put it in Puerto Rico, shit, let's say you put it in Virgil's backyard, you're still not gonna hit that number. They're not there yet. They could be if they had bigger look, and it's just proof to what I say when I say that these belts can make you, okay? Until Ryan Garcia won that WBC world title, did the boxing world take him serious?
no. Definitely
Yes.
not.
If Ryan Garcia loses to Mario Barrio, what does he become? A gatekeeper? A has-been? A
TikTok.
YouTuber?
A
He
TikTok,
goes
boxer. A TikTok
he goes
boxer.
straight to YouTube boxing.
Yeah.
No one's ever listen. You're not gonna be in 3 world title fights in almost a row, and lose all 3. You're gonna become no one. I don't care who you fought on your resume. You can fight all the stars you want. Unless you got them on your side with a W, then you're a loser. That's it. I'm not gonna give you credit for good try, kid. No, you gotta win. Bottom line. And when Ryan Garcia beat Mario Barrio on that day, he got some boxing fans to come, not just YouTube shit no more. Now the boxing world, once again, Ryan's on a high. You see, with the beauty about boxing, you can lose, but if you bring them blood again, they'll love you again. They'll love you again. And Virgil had to understand that. He had to learn how to take risk. I don't care what you say about your boy. Legitimate. Virgil got too many fights. He's been around too long to allow this kid and Xander to come into boxing yesterday. All of fucking 18 years old, 17 years old of him. And by the age of 22, he outdid you? No matter who you got on your resume, Virgil, all you got is names. You don't have champions. You don't have championships. You might have fought a former world champion. That don't mean nothing. What'd you win by beating him? Nothing. You didn't win no belt, no real major world title.
Interim champion.
That shit that's no good. So if you're allowing Xander to steal your spotlight, it must be hard for Virgil sitting at home on his chair watching Xander fight a Boss Baru, thinking that could have been me. See, Xander was the one that took the initiative and cornered Sebastian Fundora when he had 2 belts. And he cornered him in and he said, yo, face off with me. I want to fight you. And then Sebastian vacated a belt. Yo, he punked him for the belt. If Xander knew that Sebastian Fundora didn't really want the smoke, and it would have been that easy to go boo, and he drops the belt, he should have did that. But he allowed a 22-year-old kid to outdo him like that. Then when Terrence Crawford was the WBA champion with Ismail, right? I mean, there was so many opportunities for Virgil that I can no longer just sit here and say, yeah, he's a great talent. Virgil, homeboy, you got to do something. You got to do something because you're in the situation where you're gonna have to show. You know, there's a lot of fighters like you, and sometimes there's that guy, that boogeyman in front of you, and you know you're great, but you're not better than him. And it seems like I thought that once Terrence Crawford left, Xander, we would see the best of Virgil Ortiz in a Xander fight or whatever. But Terrence ended up leaving, and Virgil Ortiz situation didn't get any better. So what is it? What is it? He didn't fight Terrence. He didn't fight Boots. He ain't fight Xander yet.
No. He wanted to fight Boots. Did he not want to fight Boots? Did he not want to take that offer from Turkey and want to headline Latino night?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. When you know why I don't believe it? You know why I don't believe it?
You were in the interview with
Yes, and I don't believe it. And I do not believe it. Why?
Tell me why.
Because
tell me why.
let me teach you why. Let me show you why. When a boy cries wolf once too many times, just because he cries wolf one more time, doesn't mean I should believe you. Bro, Virgil Ortiz, this has been your MO for the last 3-4 years. You've always got on the mic and said, yup, I want to fight Terrence Crawford. Yup, I can't wait. That'll be the biggest fight of my life. But never did it.
Bro, the financier told you that he had the money to fight, to put up the fight. Bro, the financier.
Okay,
what are you talking about?
Wait, no. That's a load of crap. You had the interim, and you were the number one to Terrence Crawford's belts. That's a load of crap. You could have put in the paperwork.
We're talking about Virgil versus Boots. Did he not want to fight Boots? Did he not? Was he not ready to take that offer? When?
Okay.
No, wait, hold on. Hey, let me say this real quick. I can't excuse Virgil Ortiz. I'm a fan of Virgil Ortiz. I think he has the talent. But this is his third division that he still hasn't become a world champion. And the thing with Boots Ennis,
we know that.
You go. You know what?
That's why when he says about Jerome Boots Ennis, I don't believe it.
Listen. And here's the thing: Ortiz outpriced himself. He outpriced himself.
Yo, stop crying, Hugo.
Hugo, he's not the A side.
You know why, Hugo? Hugo, you know why the financier and all those money situation? Because not even they believe in him anymore. Because you cry wolf too many times.
Contract. Boots said he didn't want to fight. He said he wanted 2 tune-ups. Virgil said, I'm ready to fight.
Yes, and even when Virgil came out and said he's ready to fight, not even Jerron Boots Ennis took him serious, and he said, I'd rather go fight 2 more fights because you're going to waste my time. You don't really want the smoke.
Bro, we know that we
don't even acknowledge him as as saying the truth anymore.
Virgil lives rent-free in the Puerto Rican's mind.
What Puerto Rican? Where?
Xander Zayas, he comes out punching a bag saying happy birthday to the 27-year-old.
No, he's making fun of him, Hugo. That's the thing that you don't get. He's making fun of
out the picture, and you guys are still talking about
it. Hey, yo, check this out, right? And when Virgil said that bullshit, Xander killed him with one line. Well said from a man that was never champion. I'm a champion.
He's a unified champion. Get it right.
That's
He's a
it.
unified champion.
That's it.
And we know
Yeah,
that.
unified now, but at the time he only had one belt when
Hugo,
Virgil
Hugo.
made that statement.
Is
You two
Virgil
start putting
Ortiz
your
a
energy towards
28-year-old
Virgil
prospect?
and
Yes or
start
no?
putting it towards Boots, because Boots is the next victim. Stop talking about
Victim.
Virgil.
You mean your 28-year-old prospect is gonna do it?
Bro, we know. Stop.
Hey, round one. I'm sorry that I'm challenging Fundora, but I have to do it because Fundora contradicts himself. Recently, he said before he said that, oh, I don't care about the belts, I don't care about Undisputed when he dropped the WBO. But recently in an interview, he's thinking about unifying. He's thinking about making a fight with Xander Diaz. What changed in Fundora's mind to have this new
When did he say that?
to turn leaf? When did he said that?
Say that.
Look up recently in an interview of Fundora.
When's recently? Today, yesterday, last month, last year. When's recently?
It was a couple weeks ago. You can look it up and.
Hey yo, Hugo. The problem is your boy is down bad, and until he fights somebody and proves otherwise,
Yeah.
you know, I can't.
Hugo, listen. Why
Virgil
is it?
Ortiz?
why is
Virgil.
it-
you know
listen,
we talking
no.
about Virgil.
Hugo, we gave him a pass. Hugo, hold up. Hugo, we gave him a fucking pass at
kicking
147.
him out when he's down.
Listen, Hugo, we gave him a fucking pass at 147 because he had a health condition that he couldn't make 147. Now that he's at 154, a higher weight class, he can't make a fight with Josh Kelly?
He's going through promotional problems. What the fuck is
That's full of
bro?
baloney. He can make a
Oh
fight.
my God.
They're in the
He
zone.
did not
Yo,
They're in the zone.
Hugo. All of a sudden, everything's going right. Just a week ago, like Oscar said on Clapback Thursday, he said he never saw this coming from Virgil because he said just a week ago we were at the fights together. We was in the front row together. We were just cooling. You mean to tell me that to avoid a fight with Jerron Butsanis, you even sued your own promoter to get out of it? Because nothing was wrong with your promotional shit. This is not nothing. You guys couldn't have talked about it
Let me ask
in an
round one a question.
You're
office.
smarter than this.
Let me ask round one a question.
Bro,
Hey, round one. They're giving
You're
the
smarter
blame
than
to Oscar
this.
De La Hoya, right? They're giving the blame to Oscar De La Hoya. Oh, he's the one in the fault and this and that.
Like he's the bad guy.
Wait. But round one, ain't Oscar De La Hoya has multiple champions under his
His
company?
stable, yeah.
His stable. He has Gabby Fundora and Oscar Collazo, a unified pound for pound champion. So
Yep.
who is to blame? It's Ortiz's team. His team.
Also, what you're saying, Oscar makes champions. Why can't he allow him to make him a champ? Oh,
I'll explain to you why.
What's
why.
the conspiracy theory?
No.
Hugo?
No. Let me explain to you why. Turkey Al-Sheet first offered Virgil Ortiz up to $10 to $15 million to fight Boots Ennis and Latinos Night. Boots Ennis said, "I'm not ready yet. I want 2 tune-ups." The fight recently got offered again to Virgil Ortiz, but this time the financier wasn't there. It was an in-house Golden Boy promotion offered, which was $3 million. Rick Marinian, the manager for Virgil Ortiz, said, "How the fuck are you gonna offer Virgil $3 million when they were just offering us 15 to 20 million?" What Oscar De La Hoya says, "Hey,
okay.
I'm sorry.
I think I know where you went wrong.
Hold on, brother. Rick Marinian was like, "Why would you offer us $3 million when they were just offering us 15 to 20 million dollars?" Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy was like, "Well, I'm sorry. The financier Turkey Al-Sheet is no longer investing in this fight. This is an in-house offer."
Okay, stop.
Hold on.
Stop.
Brother, let me finish. Rick Marinian came back and said, "You know what? I understand that. Give us $7 million flat fee, guaranteed money." Golden Boy was like, "I'm sorry. I'll give you $3 million plus pay-per-view revenue after $200,000 buys." Am I wrong there? Am I wrong?
Okay. Here's the problem. I'm not gonna have to debate anything you said. Not one thing you said will I debate because nothing you
Did I say
said.
anything that's wrong?
I'm gonna about to mute you. Just hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not gonna debate anything you said because it's a well-known fact in boxing. Turkey only makes you one offer. He has done it to about 20 to 30 fighters already. Teofimo Lopez was one of them. That when he makes you an offer the first fight, if you don't take it, the second offer is going to be 3 times lower. That's no secret in boxing. So everything you're saying is pointless to me because I already know that. And Virgil should have did his homework because if you ever say no to Turkey, Devin Haney did it, he got screwed over. Teo did it, he fought for a lot less. All the guys in all the fights Turkey has ever laid out money to that guy, even Tank Davis. That's why Tank wouldn't take the third fight that he offered him. Why? Because it was nowhere near that money he offered them the first time that they passed up. So to teach the fighters a lesson, this is just millionaire shit. This is no secret in boxing that if Turkey offers you one number, one time, the second time you go crawling to him looking for a fight, it will be 3 times less. Take it or leave it. That is your fault. You understand? And when you try to put the blame, this guy wasn't ready type shit, or this guy wanted a tune-up fight, it's because your stock or whatever they thought they were going to, you got to get both sides to believe in the fact you're going to show up. Okay? So Jerome Boutenis went and took his baseball and ball and walked that way. So the next time they relived the fight,
I don't understand what you just said, bro. Like I don't understand literally, because on Google it says Turkey Al-Rashid offered a lucrative deal for a
me cago en la madre.
2025 matchup between Jerome Boutenis and Virgil Ortiz.
This fucking guy is retarded. Yo, listen.
I don't understand, bro. What are you trying to say that Jerome Boutenis didn't think that Virgil Ortiz was serious?
No, listen. Jerron Boutenis was in a different point in his life. If you try to gamble everything and thinking that he was going to take the fight, okay, Jerron Boutenis probably felt like at the time he was just getting in bed with Ed Hearn, trying to do his little Philly fights, getting out of his first promotional where his promoter died. Jerron Boutenis had a lot of hiccups. Then he really wanted to take a break. Jerron Boutenis for a long time was going this way. So here comes Virgil Ortiz, and he tries to persuade Jerron Boutenis.
Well, maybe Jerron
Boutenis didn't like. Maybe Jerron Boutenis didn't like his number, right? Okay.
Bro, who doesn't like a Turkey Al-Rashid number?
I don't know.
A Turkey Al-Rashid number. Everyone is comfortable with a Turkey Al-Rashid number.
That I can only speculate.
When have you heard someone coming out and saying Turkey Al-Rashid is underpaying me?
Tank Davis.
$20 million is underpaid.
Tank Davis didn't like the number. He gave him so much that Tank Davis even said, I want 2 Ferraris because he didn't think the number was good enough.
Bro, you know he was trolling.
There you go.
You know he was trolling. Bro,
there you go.
You know,
there you go. There you go. See, God, I give you the answer to shit. You just don't like to hear it.
No, it's just like you just have so much hate for Virgil.
No, there's no hate. How is it hate when I'm answering your questions? That you mean to tell me you're really asking me questions so that I can lure into your hate?
No, bro, I'm just
because you're asking the questions.
No, I'm just saying that the money was there.
So where does the hate come from?
No, hold on, though, brother. You're trying to say, Jerome Boutenis, he was coming off.
Okay, stop. Let's get back there. Stop. Stop. Now, when Virgil and Jerron Butenis, let me back it up. For whatever reason, Jerron Butenis wasn't in the situation. You just wasted Turkey Alasheet's time, brought this fight to him with Golden Boy, and you couldn't even produce the other guy. He showed no interest in this fight that you claim that was all this money. And he still showed no interest. So at the end of the day, you waste my time.
Who wasted whose time?
I'm Virgil and Oscar.
Wasted whose time?
Turkeys.
How, bro? If they were ready to fight.
Oh my fucking word! But you didn't have another guy to fight.
Yeah, he fought Israel Madrimov.
No, you didn't have the Jerron Boots Ennis fight, the one you brought to me. You're not gonna get. Listen, what do you think? Per business is sound like a joke? You think you could come give me a watered down fight and feed it to me and say
that was one of the biggest fights in American sports? Jerron
What?
Boots Ennis was a virtual. What? Jerron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz is not a big fight?
Yo, Hugo, you gotta chill, bro.
That's not a
How
big
the fuck was the biggest fight in American sports where one of the guy had 11 fights? You need to chill, bro.
Who had 11 fights?
Israel Madrimov, man. He had like 11, 12 fights.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking about Virgil Ortiz and Jerron Boots Ennis. It was one of the biggest fights at that time. When Turkey wanted it. When Turkey wanted it, it wasn't a big fight.
Bro. Stop doing that dumb shit. Stop talking about one shit, then twisting it, moving the goalposts, and try to go that way. Because you just try to sell me that Virgil Ortiz and Israel Madrimov was the biggest fight of a fucking summer.
No,
that's what you just try to do. Then you try to sell me on a fantasy island fight that never took place. That Virgil Ortiz and Jerron Boots Ennis never took place. So what are you talking about? And then and another thing which you're not accepting. I wasn't in the room. I can admit that. I can admit I don't know the particulars. But I do know if you waste Turkey's time, he hasn't done it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. He's done it to fighters numerous times. There's been a lot of fighters that have already come out and say, take Turkey's first offer. Trust me.
Who wasted whose time? Because Virgil did not.
Me cago en la madre. Yo, Hugo, how can I tell you? How can I tell you and get inside Turkey's mind and tell you who did he decide who wasted whose time? I have no idea what the man's thinking.
Okay, let me talk. Give me 10 seconds. I'm saying that Virgil Ortiz.
No, you're talking in circles.
No, bro. I'm just trying to tell you that Virgil.
I'm just trying to tell you that Virgil wasn't going to get that kind of money because, first of all, I'm being nice because there's no way in God's green earth Virgil's a $10 million fighter for one.
Thank you, round one. What does
for
Virgil
one?
bring to the table?
He's never. I would never. I would have ripped Turkey's hand off if he said 12 million. I would have bit it off and ran with the money.
Hugo, what does Virgil Ortiz?
I don't know what you get. Virgil Ortiz would ever be a $10 million fighter on what planet?
He's not the A side.
Is Berlanga a $10 million fighter?
Oh my gosh, Hugo.
Is Berlanga a $10 million fighter? Answer me that question.
We're not talking about Berlanga. We're talking about Virgil.
Because you guys want to say that he's a fighter.
No, but we're talking about Virgil.
Exactly.
Keep it here. No, I don't care what Berlanga is because he's not in the equation. You're talking about Virgil getting $12 million, which I find hard to believe when he's really not worth $5 million.
How much did Berlanga
He's not worth $5 million.
According to you, but according to Turkey, he is.
And I don't know where you're getting this number from, but show me some proof that Turkey was willing to pay him 12, first of all. We'll start there.
Okay, where do you want me to send it to you at? Where? Give me a number.
Hugo. So between
nigga, go to my fucking you know how to jump on my stream on Instagram, but you don't know how to send me a message on Instagram.
bro.
Don't play
Okay, round
dumb.
one.
Hey,
Come on,
Hugo,
bro.
Round
Hugo,
one.
Hugo,
Round one.
Hugo,
Round one.
Hugo,
You
Stop. Stop.
crazy,
Stop. Stop.
Hugo. Stop playing
Hugo.
Stop.
dumb.
Hold up.
Let
In
me
the
ask you a question,
in
round
the
one.
no,
Round
in the
one. Round one. Let me ask you a
negotiations,
question.
who
Hold on,
was the
brother.
A side?
Hold on,
Bruce
brother.
Ennis
Who?
Hold
or
on, brother.
Ortiz?
No, no, no,
Shh,
no, 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 no,
shh.
no, 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 no. Let me ask you a question, round one. You were on the stream, bro, when Turkey Ellis Sheep came to the boxing boys. They said that he offered Jerron Boots Ennis a fight with Virgil Ortiz, and Jerron Boots Ennis said, "I want a tune-up," and Turkey said, "I don't do tune-ups. Go with Eddie Hearn." Were you not?
That's
Okay.
what pissed probably Turkey off because you couldn't get the. You came to me with a fight and you said, "Yo, I got this mega fight, Turkey. Here comes Oscar. I want 12 million for my guy. He's gonna be fighting Jerron Boots-Ennis." And when he spoke to Jerron Boots-Ennis, Turkey thought he was in cahoots. Then he gets in the ring and goes, "I want two up," and he looks at fucking Oscar and he's like, "You really wasted my fucking
What the
time."
fuck? You're stupid as fuck. Why would he look at Oscar? Oscar's the one telling them my boy wants to
Bro, you
fight
act like
you.
I'm doing this. This is a
Turkey's the one
hypothetical
telling.
situation.
Bro, why the fuck would you face
You
the guy
really
that
think that I'm talking like I was actually in the room.
Oh
bro?
my
Calm
god.
down, Hugo. I'm
See,
just playing
see,
up emotion. I don't know if
see,
that really happened.
your hate against Virgil is so deep
I'm
that you
just
want to blame the
saying.
guy bringing you the fight, bro.
Listen,
Like, come on.
it's obvious that the fight never
All right,
happened.
hey, can I say
And it's
something?
obvious
Go
that
ahead,
when the
brother.
fight was
Go ahead,
All right,
brother.
talked about and relived, it was
let's settle this.
offered for way
Let's
less
settle this.
money,
Who
Hey,
and the
wanted to fight?
let's
financier
Who
wasn't
wanted to
there
fight?
hold up,
anymore.
Hugo.
Round one,
That's
round
what's
one. Who wanted?
obvious.
Let me ask you a
Round one.
question,
Who
Hugo.
wanted to
Real quick.
fight?
Hold
No,
up,
hold on,
Hugo. Hold
brother.
up.
Yo, talking over each other.
Hold up,
Go
Hugo.
ahead.
I gotta ask you this.
Go
What is
ahead, brother.
what is Ortiz's next plan? He's not getting the Boots fight right now. What he's gonna do
Okay.
now? He's gonna wait
Well,
on the winner of Boots and Zayas, or is he gonna make an
We have no
OPAS?
idea.
What he's
no.
gonna
I
Well,
do?
don't know
well,
what
well.
he's going to do.
Hold on, brother. Let me answer. He asked
Go
me,
ahead.
brother. Well. From my personal opinion, Virgil Ortiz is in a dip. It's like in a big shithole.
Oh,
He's in the middle of promotional deals. Golden Boy just won a streaming rights service with the Zone, so his manager doesn't have that avenue to go against. So, in my personal opinion, he's getting bad advice. They think that he's worth more than what he is, and I'm a man enough to accept that. I'm a man enough to accept
No,
Virgil.
you're a man
You're
enough to overpay.
man, you
hold on,
defend.
Papi. Let me answer, bro. I'm a man
He's
enough
not
to
worth
say,
it.
hold on, though, brother. I'm a man enough to say Virgil Ortiz is not worth $12 million. He's not. But they
Nah.
offered it to him. They offered it to him. Turkey did. Turkey offered him that money, and they're going based upon that offer. Now that offer is not there no more. That offer
Round
is
one.
gone in the wind. Now, please, gentlemen, let's not forget that the
Now let me ask.
man.
Let me
Hold
ask round
on,
one a
brother.
question.
Hold on, though,
Let him
brother.
finish. Let
Hold
him
on,
finish.
brother. Hold
You
on.
gotta fly the.
Now
You gotta
let's
land
not.
the
Hold
plane,
on,
man.
brother. Hold on,
Yeah.
brother. Now, let's not forget that offer didn't go through because of Boots. Virgil
How do
Ortiz
you
was
know
ready to
that?
scrap,
You
bro.
can't say
So
that. If I
his
can't say that about Virgil and you're getting over me, then you can't say that about Boots. I can't let you get away with
because
that.
Turkey said that. Because Turkey said that,
Shut, man.
bro. Turkey didn't say that. Turkey
No,
didn't
I
say
never
that.
heard him say it.
Turkey didn't say on TBV that he offered Boots to fight, but Boots wanted to tune up.
Yes.
Okay, so how? So why do you still act dumb? Why do you act
Okay.
like what? Okay,
Okay, but I don't know that that's the
Go ahead.
defining moment.
What do
How do
you
I
mean
know?
round one?
Wait,
Because
stop,
Turkey
stop,
said
just stop.
Hugo.
Dijiste mucho. Stop. Carlos, what do you got to say?
All I gotta say with this, Hugo, you gotta stop living in the past. We're talking about the now.
no.
Okay,
Okay, and I agree with you.
wait, Hugo,
Hold on, brother.
wait.
All right, go
Nope,
ahead, brother. Go
You
ahead,
hold
brother.
on. Chill. Listen,
Okay. Go
listen.
ahead, brother.
My thing is this. How do I know, hypothetically? You see, you said you had a lot to say about Jerron Boots Ennis and everything. But how do I know that $12 million that Turkey offered Virgil wasn't a $12 million contract incentive? Meaning, we're gonna give you a $12 million. You have the potential to make $12 million. For the start of the fight, we're gonna pay you $3 million. If you knock him down, you'll get XY millions. If you finish him, if you knock him
What
out,
the fuck,
if
bro?
if you
Come on,
do
bro. Now
you
you're doing extras. Now you're
stop
doing
stop
extras.
Hugo. If you do all this now, all these contracts that Turkey have been doing of late because he overpaid a lot of these guys in the beginning and got lost last fights, then started seeing Tom and Jerry. So now it appears that a lot of his contracts have stipulations, just like in baseball, football. See, a football player, well, he can get, let's say, $16 million a year, but he has the potential to make $16 million. Doesn't mean he gets paid $16 million. He's got to score so many touchdowns, catch so many first yards, everything. He has to meet incentives because if you just give the athlete $16 million, he'll get lazy on you for the year. But if he has to do certain things to get the bonus money, to get the incentive money, to get your clause, there's a lot of guys that go out there and say, I need 2 more sacks to get my bonus. I just need 2 more sacks and I only got 2 games left. Well, in boxing, you can also dress things up like that. $15 million does not spell $15 million for Conor Benn. Neither would it probably have spelled 15. And fighters know this. Their managers look over these contracts and they say, this is a slave contract. You're never going to meet this quota. You're not going to get this 12 million. Now, Turkey is in his legal right to announce, hey, Virgil, I offered you 12 million. I don't think Virgil is in his legal rights to break down a contract he never signed, which he can't discuss that. So maybe Virgil's lawyers read the contract and said, yeah, he's offering you $12 million, Virgil, but you're never going to make that because what he's asking in the contract is almost impossible.
Give me
How do
another
you
fighter
know?
that came out. Give
How
me
do
another
you
fighter
know?
that has came out and said Turkey said something that wasn't
Turkey.
true.
Turkey said a lot of shit. He said
Give
we
me
were gonna
another
get
fighter,
free.
though.
We were gonna get free
Yeah,
pay-per-view. We're
yeah,
paying for almost $500 for it. Turkey
yeah.
said we was gonna
Give
get
me another
Tyson
fighter that
Fury.
said
Shut up, yo. Turkey said we were gonna get AJ and Dante Wilder. Not once, twice, never got it. Turkey said we were gonna get Ryan Garcia versus Devin
Hey,
Haney. Never got it. Turkey also, man, he said a lot of
right.
shit.
Round one. Can I ask
okay,
you a
round one.
question?
All of
Round
a
one.
sudden, Turkey says something, and you're on his nuts like swinging on him. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, round
Coño,
one. Hey,
coño.
round one. Can I ask you a question? Round
What
one.
up? What up?
Hey, round one. If you had the WBC interim belt, what would be your next move?
I would go to the whatever interim belt, whether it was a WBC, WBA, WBO, I would go to and write to the headquarters to file my paperwork to see if I can get the sanctioning body to back me to make the champion agree to fight me.
Why hasn't Ortiz done that?
Because he has arthritis in both hands when it's time to sign the contract, or he loses the number. Like,
Ya boys
sometimes,
love Ortiz.
you know
Ya
what I
boys just
mean?
love Ortiz. Ya boys
No,
just
I'm not giving
love
him no
that
more
dude.
excuses. I really do like Ortiz, right? Because you could tell how hard I'm harsh I'm on him. Because when I talk actually harsh about a fighter, is because sometimes I expect a lot from them.
Yep.
And I'm tired of enabling boxers' behavior. I'm tired of just sitting back as a fan saying, oh, I don't care who he fights. I just want to see him fight. The machine broke me. Now they got me just allowing him to give us these shitty fights and give him a pass. We gotta
Who?
call these boxers on their bullshit. We gotta hold up our fighters to higher standards and make these guys go in there and take bigger risk, better reward. And now that the majority of the top promoters in the world have all signed with the zone, you got one of the biggest obstacles out of the way. The streaming platforms. When we say, yo, it's hard to make a fight with PBC and Golden Boy because you got to cross the street, because each of them had different streaming networks. And they got a contract with the promoter. And if the promoter don't stream the fight on their network that they got a contract with, they can sue the promoter. That's why we have a contract with you. You got to put your fighters on our streaming platform. You can't go down to fucking Netflix, or you can't go down there. Now that they got that out of the way and everything is fucking the zone, you got a big hurdle out of the way. And unfortunately, Turkey's pulling all the strings right now. Gentlemen, if you do not know this, Turkey owns stock in the zone and Matchroom. Ed Hearn's Matchroom. He owns stock in TKO. He owns Sufa. He owns the Ring magazine. And now he owns all the top promoters in the game. Who do you think is pulling the strings here, ladies and gentlemen? And who's making the offers? And when Turkey makes you an offer, you better believe, you better take that first offer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. Carlos, thank you for coming by. Hugo's still in the background, but I'm going to bed, Hugo. I've had a long day. I don't know if you noticed, but I was in a like a banquet, and I ran home and changed into this. So I got a wedding to go to tomorrow. I got to get some sleep. So, fight fans, thank you for tuning in here. Round One Sports Talk. Do me a favor, hit that like button. And like always, I'm on to the next one after this one here at Round One Sports Talk. You guys all been the best. Hugo, you're my man. You're the best. Carlito, Funline, everybody in the chat. Peace, Round One Sports Talk family.